Hello, welcome to episode 7 of Wolf's Guard. Last time on Wolf's Guards, we did Lumi's highlight arc, and it was a ghost carnival of Tamil Ra. It was our Halloween special, and there was a lot of ghosts. Okay, now uh,
Yeah.
um, uh, we find the Wolf's Guard in their Wolf's Den, their mobile temple, and please let me know what you guys are have been doing since the previous sessions. Like, what are you up to at this point?
So, how much time has elapsed?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's do not too long. Maybe
2
between
weeks.
between 10 to like 15 days.
Okay.
Okay, so night bathtub in this place wala.
When you enter your room, you can like just imagine that there will be a bathtub in your room, and then magically a bathtub will appear as you finish entering.
What?
Yes. Yes, and then I will practice my water heating ability.
Sure. Cool. Because if you remember when I described the wolf's den to you, it's just the one room in this quarters floor. But depending on who enters, the room changes. It's imagine like the room of requirement in Harry Potter, right?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's like that. But it's not like complete. It's not something that it cannot produce something that.
Like food and stuff.
Yeah, and like if for example you uh it's like a for example there's a very important artifact, right, that exists in the world. You cannot just like go in front of the room, imagine that, oh, this artifact's gonna be here now, and then you go in and say, it's not like it. Or you walk in and it's like, oh, I want a robe of the Archmagi. It's not.
Yeah, and the stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't work that way. Just like
Maybe
basic,
common items lang.
yeah, common items, basic necessities, and occasionally like things of leisure, like bathtub.
Yes.
There you go. All right, so you're like making your own like DIY jacuzzi situation.
Like imagine ako og kato ganing room ni from that show, the recent show, katong mga, what was that again? Madrigal, Encanto.
Yes.
Yeah, iba.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, kind of like that. All right, so that's what Ur'zudel is doing. How about hang on, I just checked my notes. You guys received a package actually, and you guys received this from the mailman, or fuck, my notes are all over the place. Hang on, guys.
The ones with the acronym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I need to say that acronym because it's a great acronym. I need to say it. It's
Whatever I control find, I just keep getting
here. Okay,
chainmail.
I found it. You received a package from via the meritorious and ambidextrous, impeccable and laudable ministry for expediting notes, or the mailman.
The mailman.
Mailman, yep. You received the package from them, and it is from Dante and Cassandra. So, the package attached to it is a letter and addressed to. One is addressed to like the Wolf's Guard in general, like as a whole, and basically within it is like they're saying thank you for helping them with their investigation. Both their associations are are very grateful to you, and all of you receive a lot of money. So you guys receive
Oh,
Yeah.
um you guys receive 3,000 gold each.
Whoa.
Hey, I can finally afford.
Guys, I can raise 3 of you back from the dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh wait, I know what to do with this. Invest it.
Invest.
Oh my god.
NFTs.
no!
Non-fun was a fungible.
Okay, hang
Dude,
on.
I'm just giving it away. Just kidding. No.
Give it to me.
Give it to charity.
I'm
Would you
thinking
like
about
to invest in my company? I'm joking.
Okay, so you guys.
Open-minded po ako.
So
Oh my
you-
god, pyramids. Ponzi scheme na.
So there you go. You guys got 3,000 gold each. It's basically
Wait,
like
how do I put that in the?
And it's gold.
the money is from Amulet and the Animated, the two organizations of Dante and Cassandra respectively. Aside from that, Dante has a separate letter for Lumi and for Astra, and it is
Ooh.
basically he writes in the letter. I was not able to write it, but in the letter is he says something along the lines of, "Oh, I reported your performance to my superiors, and I recommended that you be invited to join the Amulet, and my superiors are feel that they would be interested in your application should you consider it." And basically telling you, "Oh, let me know if this is something that works for you as well." So basically it's an invitation to join or to apply for Amulet. All right,
I'm gonna get hired, guys. I'm gonna have a job.
there you go. So that's for both Astra and Lumi. And
Oh,
then the large package is like, covered in seals and whatever. After recognizing that it is in the presence of those that are meant to receive it, the seals magically dissipate and disappear, and you're able to open these they're like crates, like wooden crates, and in them are some magic items. So Fir'ual, you received your your bracers or something, right? You mentioned you wanted an upgrade to your bracers.
Yes.
Coolio Julio. So up to you how that is. Is it another set of bracers or something that you can attach to your existing ones to make them better, or how do you think they would be?
I would assume that they were new ones.
Okay, cool. So you get your new bracers. Astra receives a rare dragon vessel of the dragon. That's rare.
Ooh.
Lumi.
Is this also from Dante and Amulet?
Yes. So all of these magic items are, at this point, it's a mix. So the ones that Astra and Lumi receive are from Amulet, and Fir'ual, who received the bracers, you receive that from, I think it would be like King Kalumvas.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so basically the mailmen, they made it so that it's more efficient to just give it to you guys all at the same time. And so this is what's happening. Ur'zudel, did you give me... So here's the thing, I don't have a list of items for everyone because not everyone gave me their magic item wish list, but I think
Who I gave?
I still have to.
Ur'zudel, what was
I
yours
gave-
gani for rare?
Wait lang. Let me see my Facebook message to you.
It was in Messenger. Okay. I should.
I think it was the sorcerer. Or was that?
No, Ur'zudel, you
Um,
gave me planar shard, which I think I gave you
Yeah.
before naman, di ba?
Yes, you gave me na.
And then your next one was a Bloodwell vial, but that's very rare. So today we're getting rare items. So you need to give me another rare option.
Okay.
Sure. So let me know what you pick, and then you can add that to your inventory. For Lumi,
Okay, I'll get back with you.
we just wanted something that will help add to your like spells, right? Like
That easy. Just an upgrade.
okay, let's upgrade. So the reason you wanted the what's it called? Your concertina was to give you like bonus to your bard side, right? And then you're kind of choppy, dude.
Yeah.
Inhin mo lang ito.
On my phone. Like God.
Okay. I think better now. Can you try speaking again though?
Alright.
Better. So
Yes.
better.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Okay. Hang on. You Reveler's Concertina. And then you have an Arcane Grimoire, but that's only for Wizard, the Wizard side.
Yeah, I will need to hold like arcane focus for my wizard and word, right?
Wow.
You can, right? That's correct. Am I?
That's correct. You are correct. How about that's correct, but it sucks. So I want
sucks,
to
You merge the book and the concertina.
No, yeah, I want to give him something that allows him to you know.
Yeah, bitaw. Use for both ways.
Yeah, because I need both my bard and wizard spells, and I need different arcane foci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, can we do an arcane
there.
grimoire that's a +2 instead of a +1, right?
Sure.
But then
I found it.
instead of like instead of like it being only for wizard spells, it also gives you the benefit for your bard stuff. So maybe it's a music book, and maybe I don't know. So yeah.
Strictly for arcane focus for bard, my harp is fine.
Your harp, the Unsruth harp.
Yeah, it's good for the bard, but the grimoire I will need for because I have some wizard spells I don't want to let go, like shield and
Okay.
familiar.
So do you want the grimoire +2, or do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with that. But if you're gonna add something to it, like a little extra, because actually the arcane grimoire, arcane recovery +1 spell slot left. But that's fine. I'm not too big on magic items. It's
Sige.
fine.
We'll figure out a way to tweak it later, but for now it's a grimoire +2. Okay.
Sweet.
Coolio, Julio.
Okay, so I sent it to you na di
You sent
Wayne,
it to me.
Yeah, the +2 la lang is for the rare.
+2. Sure, you can. Yep, you can have that. Do it. Bloodwell vial +2 is rare. I understand. Okay, go for it.
Thank you.
So you get the Bloodwell vial. This is the interesting thing, Ur'zudel. You receive your package, and although it has been lumped up with all these packages from like other people as well, the mailman just like put everything that's for the Wolf's Guard. And the reason they have to do this is because you guys are mobile so much, and just to make it efficient, they gathered all these things and then waited for you to be be like unmoving for a while, and you have been, probably because the past few days you've been trying to figure out like a game plan with all these mages that you've been encountering, all the stuff, and maybe like a little bit of a vacation as well, right? Since your last adventure was kind of a doozy in the sense that it was emotional and a roller coaster of an adventure. So maybe with the past few days, you guys just stayed in one place, like a secluded forest or something, and because of that, the mailman determined that, oh, this would be the best time to send you all these packages. So in like among these packages, Ur'zudel, you find yours, and you receive a Bloodwell vial, and attached to it is a string that's like wrapped around the vial, and then the string is tied to a like
Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Cut out ako ang...
It's a string, so there's like a little bit of a string that's wrapped around the vial, and the string has attached to it a little note that folds open and close. It's like a little card, right? You receive when you get a gift, and then you open the little card, and in it is just from AZ.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ur'zudel.
AZ.
Yeah.
Ayala de Zudel.
All right. There you go. And above game, Raffe, you can also give yourself another rare item.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
look now.
All right. And
Yeah.
with that, in the horizon, you hear loud. It sounds like arcane engines. It's like but it's not very smooth compared to like the arcane engines in your mobile base. This one sounds like it coughs a lot, it's like like that. And then for those that are in the dojo right now, I just put Astra and Haru there, but I don't know if you would actually be there. But let's say for this sake, you guys are there. Maybe we were sparring or training and whatever. You look out north, like up here, and you see like this large shadow, like from behind a cloud up above. It looks behind it's above the cloud to you, and then you see a shadow cast on the cloud, and it's quite large. And then it descends, and the clouds start to move and part, and until you see this. All right, you see that. Oops. You see this. It is an airship, and it begins to descend, and then you can faintly hear conversation on the ship, and then when it finally gets close enough to discern what the conversation is, you hear that, "Roy, you sick warforged son of a bitch, you do not know how to drive this thing, I said real right?" And then, so this lizard folk creature at the front of the ship is like yelling profanities at what sounds like a warforged in the conversation that seems to be driving the ship. So that's what you hear, and the ship continues to descend. What do you guys do while this happens?
Do
Go.
Is it familiar to us, the ship?
It is not. It is not familiar.
Astra, while she's been in the dojo, she's actually like she's got like a little handkerchief like tied around her head, and she's been mopping up scorch marks around the dojo. And she's like, honestly, the next time that Ur'zudel tries to practice his fire magic in here, he will have to be the one to clean. And then she looks at the commotion flying there, and she says, "Look at that, Haru. I'm not sure if they are friend or foe, but they are certainly louder than us, and that's saying something."
So, I suggest we investigate it. And because they may be friend, foe.
It would be
Or
rude not
client.
Or this is opportunity.
It would be a missed opportunity if you did not offer your services. Let us go and introduce ourselves.
Yeah, forget about it.
Okay. Okay. We get to the point that the hungry dragon is low enough not to land, but low enough so that Harubin and Astra in this level of the temple and here in the dojo, you are like almost at level with the deck of the ship over here, and you can now see like two creatures at the front, and this lizard folk is speaking loudly towards this this person who looks like golden almost and very radiant, and the lizard folk is saying, honestly, Ronin, that Warforged over there, they need to like a little bit more of tweaking, I do not understand why it is very difficult for them to like follow simple instruction.
I am telling you, he is mostly built for combat, but it is for the best that he learns how to drive this, because in case the two of us go down, we need another driver.
Yes, this is true, but and then Antoine like sees them, and then Antoine like the lizard folk takes out like his map, and then looks at Ronin, and then is like, Ronin, was there supposed to be a temple here? This is what we were looking for, right? It's really quite odd, like there's a temple in the middle of nowhere, but not really as well. These Gammarillians, they're quite fond of just plopping up temples anywhere, no? But is this the one?
It is very strange. Yeah.
Is this the one we are looking for? One with red, and then they look over, like red roof. What are they called? The scales of the roof.
That's what Satanel described it to us, so this should be it, I think.
Excuse, my Gammarillion is kind of hello.
Hello.
We come in peace.
We're not here. We're not hostile.
No fight. Friend.
Don't
They just like speak to you in like broken English, assuming you a broken common, assuming you don't understand.
But by the way, Lumi was so worried that that hulking thing was gonna crash.
Okay.
Into our base, he set up a wall.
Oh shit. Like a wall of force? What did you? What?
Yeah, just by reaction, because like what would you feel, right? Like there's this huge thing, it's driving towards you, and you'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I got you. So it hasn't hit the ship because they haven't descended. But that
Right.
or did it hit? What was your plan?
It's just a wall in between whatever direction the ship is and us.
Ah,
So if they're up there,
I
then the wall is up
understand.
there.
I understand. Okay. I forget if the wall of force does not allow sound to go through. Do you remember,
It
Raf?
allows, it allows.
It allows. Okay, cool. So sound goes through. There are these people trying to speak broken common, albeit kind of muffled because of the wall of force. So you guys are just hearing, hello, we're friends. Yeah.
I'm flashing the peace sign also just to make sure.
Astra doesn't. Astra will just cast tongues on herself,
Okay.
and then she'll say, "We shall make sure that you are able to approach in peace, and we're not deaf."
We're just making sure.
Okay. and then
So,
yeah,
as
yeah.
soon as like Lumi sees Astra speaking a different language, it's like, Astra, what are they saying? Like, I think they're a threat. They're trying to cast it. Are we under attack? I can't see.
No, Lumi, there is no worry. They seem harmless, albeit a little. They don't seem very good at communicating. It's quite broken. So we must be very careful with them.
Gotcha,
When they arrived, was it very loud? Did I?
Yeah.
hear
They're
it
very
from,
loud.
From my bathing.
Uh, I don't know. Like when you went into your room, did you require like silence and not to be disturbed?
No,
or-
no, I didn't. I
okay.
was just like lounging on my bathtub.
Yeah, like you
So-
would have heard, I'm sure. And
So I went running up. I went running up on my towel.
oh my god. Okay.
Wait, so like I turned to Astra and Lumi. I'm like, I got this, and I go to them and it's like, me, Haru, we Wolf's Guard. Who you?
Okay. So I will respond to that. I will tell. Okay. We are this. I am a member of the Scale Breakers. You've met one of our own. Our leader Satanael several weeks ago. Do you remember? We
Oh
need
yes,
to
the
talk.
beautiful man. Yes, we remember him.
I
Good.
still don't understand what they're saying, so Lumi tries to do a ritual of comprehend languages.
No,
which
no,
takes
no,
10 minutes,
dude.
So I don't know if this conversation is over.
No, they're speaking in common.
Oh, in common.
Yeah. They just assume that Gamorreans or you guys don't speak common. so yeah, that's what's happening now.
Yeah, Astra's like, yes, we have battled with Satanael by our side. He is a good comrade.
Yes. And he has reported me about your activities, Wolfguard. May I come over and explain further why I approached you?
Absolutely.
Lumi drops the wall of force as soon as he hears the name Satanael. And it's like, oh, yes, Satanael. We have a comrade who is a very good friend of Satanael. He looks over to Fir'ual.
Fir'ual.
Fir'ual, you remember Satanael, right?
Yeah, so this whole time Fir'ual was just practicing with his animals.
Yeah.
Target practice. And when they mentioned Satanael and Lumi was shouting, oh yes, the high elf.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I think I'll be approaching the dojo now. I'll have I'll be flying over there with Roy just hanging on to me.
Cool.
Oh, he won't. The Warforged won't come in.
He will come in as well. I tell Anton could you man the ship for now? Is that okay?
I will find a parking spot.
Okay, thank you.
It's on the left. You can't miss it.
Yeah, I see it. Open space by 2 trees and a big rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to park bumper first.
Yeah, we don't want any exhaust hitting the.
Okay. So that's
Don't
what
worry,
he
the
does.
exhaust is actually very clean. We use clean fuel.
Oh, that's fantastic. We appreciate sustainable energies here.
Yeah, we use dragon feed, not coal.
That sounds like a good business opportunity, yes?
Yes, if you
Did
know
someone
any
say
high
business?
quality dragon grain, please tell us. We need better options.
100% dragon fuel.
No, like just dragon grain. The grains that, yeah.
Wait, dragon grain? What's a dragon grain?
It's grain that you feed dragons.
You don't want
Oh, I thought like okay, I thought something that came out of a dragon.
Ew.
it. Oh.
Ur'zudel, perhaps you might want to dress.
Hey, that's another thing. It's called
Yourself.
fertilizer.
Yeah, let me go back to my room.
That's what we call it here in Gamaril. We call it fertilizer.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then my dragon's like, dragon grain?
Yeah.
Pero yeah, as I approach closer, you actually managed to get a good look of like how Ronin looks like, and I'm just gonna describe him real quick. So he basically is a man who looks to be in his mid-20s, and he's like 6 feet tall and conventionally handsome. But the first thing you guys notice is his golden shade skin, and he wears like indigo colored sunglasses. He also wears a purple coat that's made out of dragon scales, and he has no shirt underneath the coat. He has orange hair that glows like heated iron, and he also wears like blue pants and black boots. And he also has a gun on him that is basically shaped like a dragon. I can show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, that's him, and this is what his gun looks like, and it's painted orange.
Orange.
Yeah, he also has this warforge that's wearing like a suit jacket and just black clothes and a metal orange mask, and he also has like a orange cat with wings just following after him, and the cat has like a clockwork halo floating on its head. So yeah, that's what you see as he approaches the wolf's den.
We'll make sure that we escort him to the. Where are we taking him, guys? Tea house.
To tea house, yeah.
Tea house.
Welcome, Ronin. My name is Lumi, the pixie prince of the desert, and this is my subjects. And then I have like an unseen servant bring us tea while we walk towards. As we escort Roy and
Okay.
Ronin and Reggie to the
No,
tea house.
I do ask like Lumi seriously, like are you really a royalty? Because I have not met any other adventure that's royalty so far.
Yes. For today, I am royal. Tomorrow, I may not be royal. Welcome.
What?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So and then we introduce each other. Haru with Astra. Kattiana is probably drinking tea. And what brings you here? You mentioned you were part of the group Scale Breakers.
Yes, if Satanael hasn't told you, we are part of the Scale Breakers. We are a bunch of adventures that started in Exoria sometime last year. You also guys notice when you serve him tea, he will pull out like a jug and just start adding other things into the tea. You just see like a red liquid being added to it, and then he just drinks it. And then he tells you, I am going to get to the point and tell you why I came all the way here. See, the reason I am here is because I have a box that involves the Ur'zudel family, and it's hard to anyway, basically within the box, you see, this box has magical protection, protecting a mirror. And that mirror contains a powerful red dragon, which was locked away in the first place by a sorcerer named Ur'zudel in 449 AP. Now, normally, I would make sure that this box is as far away as possible from anyone related to the Zudels. But you see, I have no choice because before the box fell into my custody, someone has tampered the box and weakened its magical protection. And it only got worse when a worldwide pulse wave happened on last year from Skullduggery Island. You know, it weakened the box's defenses. So I have to reinforce the box's magic using magic from the very same people who can open this box and risk the release of this dragon. So that's why I'm here.
Is Urzi already inside the room or still dressing?
No, I'm here.
Right. Is that a good idea?
Did you
There
just
is-
say
What?
a box for from the Zudel lineage?
There was, well, technically the box was created by my church, but the mirror very much was owned by the Zudel clan. Yes.
Oh. And then my eyes glistened, but I contained myself so that I won't show too much like super excitement inside me. Like the fire is even burning so hard, but inside my passionate heart, but I don't want to show it out so clearly. But like, can I have a look at it?
Not really. I am paranoid that something could happen, so I'm keeping the box hidden somewhere.
You know what? That's good. That's listen to your instincts.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
can't-
understand.
I can't risk the release of a red dragon, and you know, a bunch of innocent people could die, and that would be on me, and that would suck.
Lumi is like, I have met Ur'zudel's brother, and so has my family. And I agree, we should not keep a red dragon loose. What type of magic can keep it sealed? And who sealed it in the first place?
Who sealed it? Well, the sorcerer Ur'zudel did during the Manticore incident, like 600 years ago or so. But after that, it somehow ended up, the mirror that he used to trap the dragon ended up in the hands of the Church of Rico Bishop, and they created a box to keep the mirror safe and locked away. Somehow it ended up in Exoria last year, and it fell into my possession, and I was tasked with protecting it. But I was also hoping to entrust it to other protectors because I also have other obligations, and I don't want to spend the rest of time looking over my shoulder for people hunting the box.
Ur'zudel, have you ever heard about the dragon trapped in a mirror from your family before?
I was young when I got separated from my family. I have no clue what this is about.
So you'd have no contact with your family whatsoever.
I once had a brother, but I wasn't able to ask anything regarding any mirror.
And just out of curiosity, is the Zudel family like a cool family? They're not bad. They're not like wanted for murders or something like that.
They're a hot family.
We're pretty hot.
They're like supermodel good looking. They're like ridiculously good looking.
Oh my! I wouldn't claim that.
Yes,
It's conceited to say that, but I would say like I wouldn't say that that anyone I know has been incarcerated.
Are you
Except
absolutely sure? Like you don't have a weird uncle that was like arrested for cannibalism or something, or a distant grandfather that was thrown in an asylum? Are you absolutely sure?
It's so specific.
And then I said, the only family I know, and then I look at these guys are here.
Oh, Ronin says "wah" as well.
I had heard about the Zudels. They have marketplaces, or some people will call it a mall.
Oh,
Multiple malls.
I see. But
In real estate.
Oh my god.
And land, yes, much land.
nice.
Lumi sends a telepathic message to Astra, and says telepathically, Astra, do you remember with Basil when you elected the Zone of Truth, and he did mention another Zudel,
Yes, Apizudel.
Apizudel. Ur'zudel was there, and he does not recognize this person.
Ur'zudel is he was separated from his family very early. He perhaps has not heard of all of his family members.
Uh-huh.
This could be the same person. Maybe that person is a threat to the magic that's keeping the mirror safe.
That is a very good point. Perhaps we should bring this with Ronin. Bring this up with Ronin.
Ronin,
Yes.
a couple weeks back, we chanced upon to interrogate one of the mages that was threatening the peace of Gamaril. His name is Basil. He mentioned a pyromaniac named Apizudel. Would you happen to know this name?
DM, would I happen to come across that name while I was like gathering intel before approaching the Wolf Guard?
You would not.
Okay. I have never heard of an Apizudel while I was gathering intel about the clan. No.
DM.
Yep.
So during the 2 weeks that we had our break, Astra was studying like her history scrolls and writing to her contacts to see if there could if people from her temple, like Opal and stuff, might have found more information about the like mysterious pyromancer or Odessa and the name Apizudel.
Okay, okay.
Did she get any replies back?
I wanna say that. Hang on, let me roll something. Let me roll. Ba 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 ba. Oh.
I see that. Aw, I heard that.
That doesn't sound nice.
Okay, I will say. The Zudel clan was very prominent many years ago, especially after Izudel and his party helped the World Tracers defeat William Aiden Wulf and the Manticore, right? And for that period of time, they were lauded in history and very, very decorated. And then along the way, years and years pass. They seem to just slowly disappear, in the sense that their prominence or their fame just slowly kind of went away. Outside of that information, I would say the only time Azudel would come up in recent years has been with Ur'zudel, which whom you know very well, and to now have a second Zudel present is something that's quite shocking and quite also a little bit unnerving. We don't know if it's like coincidence that, or like why are Zudel only one Zudel at the time. It's like why are there why are the Zudels coming back, or and um yeah, just that basically.
Astra will not share that knowledge, like from the letters that she's received, so she won't share that.
Okay.
But she will look at Ur'zudel, and then she'll put her hand on his shoulder and she says, "I understand that you've been spending much time and effort in controlling yourself and your powers. Do you think that you are ready to accept this mirror?"
And I look at the party, and and I look at Astra, and I held her hand with my controlled warm hands, and I said, "As I can control even my temperature on my hand, I've been trying my best to control every part of flame bursting out of my cells. So I think I might be ready enough to control myself with regards to this situation."
Astra will put her hand on top of his hand and she says, "We trust you." And then she'll put her hand away and then she'll go, "What?"
Ronin raises his hand and he says, "Before I do any passing of the box, there is also the main issue of needing Ur'zudel's magic to strengthen the lock on this box. That's still a immediate, urgent thing, and I just wanna make sure we're on the same page here. That we're all agreeing that while I perform this reinforcement thingy, that we make sure nothing happens, right?"
Yes, I agree. Maybe a dragon is not good enough. It's not good to be free, and deep inside, I wish I could speak to the dragon, but looking at the majority being scared to see another dragon, as we've experienced it before, we would like to I agreed, and I said I would do anything to make everyone safe.
Okay, that's good. Normally, I
Lumi.
could. Okay, go on.
Lumi's gonna give bardic inspiration to. Are you the one who's gonna cast the seal, right, Ronin?
Yeah, basically, I'm. It's like a homebrew thing where I'll do like a ritual to like strengthen the box's protection. Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
need a part of me, or do you need me to help you with it, or because do you need like a Zudel?
Yeah, based on what like the head priest and the DM basically told me, like, yeah, I need like the magic from Ur'zudel to like strengthen the lock.
Lumi approaches Ur'zudel and he says, "I have seen you grow, my friend. You can do this." And that's a bardic inspiration to Urzi. And he approaches Ronin and he says, "We are all counting on you. You must not let this evil loose again in these lands." And that's also a bardic inspiration to Ronin.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, wait. DM, I'm gonna message you something.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
Ooh, what is this?
Ooh.
How much does he have to roll to break the mirror?
No.
On Messenger, dude.
A messenger. Okay, not here. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh my gosh, my messenger is so weird. Wait.
I just
Okay,
need
you-
to ask though, Wayne, like,
Yep.
we've established, right, like a drop of blood from Ur'zudel can open this box, right? So blood is the last thing I should put on this box.
No, remember like there was a puzzle, right?
Yeah,
That you think?
we did.
It that resets. So like if you want to open it, you still have to like do the puzzle and then the blood. So if his blood goes onto it, it doesn't open right away unless the puzzle has already been solved, or if it's the opposite, like you put blood on it first and then you solve the puzzle, then it can be opened. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like just a drop of blood on it will open it right away.
Okay, yeah. I think me and the head priest will be like, yeah, we'll use their blood and then do some ritual shit on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I messaged you.
Yeah, I'm reading
with
it.
regard to the thing way before I. As
Was
I
this in
remembered.
season
And-
1 or
earlier season 2, you when we were talking about, you were mentioning when we were doing session 0 for this season 2.
session 0? Okay.
And then you said I've been having that,
Okay.
and I thought it's an auditory
Um,
hallucination.
You do not know if
I do not know that it's from there though.
yes, you do not know that it's from there. I'll type it.
Okay.
I'll chat it to you.
So I know that Fir'ual knows that the conversations here are serious and all. But
Yeah.
he blurts out something because it's really bothering him. He just goes to Ronin and says, "Why are you shiny?"
Ah. That's a very good question. Have you ever heard of the Gosselteo family in particular? We're a family of Asimars. We're descendants of Celestials, basically, and specifically a Celestial Kirin. My ancestors were blessed by it, and we received its golden skin as a result. So some of my family members have golden skin. And then I tell Fir'ual. And also, if I stand outside and I get hit by direct sunlight, orange tattoos will appear on me, and including an orange halo. So don't be alarmed if that happens. I glow in the sunlight, basically.
So like a plant, your photosynthesis.
So during stealth missions,
You
How does
are
that work?
useless.
Well, who does stealth missions out on direct sunlight, right? Who does that? No one. And if I have to, I'll put a hood on. I'll put
You're gonna
hood
be a beacon of light.
and a ski mask and all that. So we're good. Yeah,
So against the orcs of Mordor or something.
yeah. I cover my skin to make sure that doesn't happen. It only activates when it hits my skin.
And Fir'ual will just say, "It seems I meet more and more people that are the first of their kind that I see. I've
You-
recently seen the first what was Galea again? I forgot.
drow?
Shadorkai.
No,
Shadorkai.
Shadorkai. The first Shadorkai. And now
where
I
is
see-
Galea?
I see
she's in the engine room.
Got it.
a shiny man.
You've never met any. None of you have met an Asimar before, or even heard of them.
No, this is the
Whoa.
first time.
Whoa. I guess we're just common in the Republic. Okay.
Maybe the ones that we've seen have just all been wearing hoods.
Or
We couldn't tell.
perhaps a
Or
lot of
they were not shiny.
them. We all come differently. Some of them look like walking galaxies, the extreme ones. Some look like angels, and some look like feathered serpents. It really depends on like what sort of celestials their ancestors dealt with. So, yeah.
So you come from the sky.
No. My ancestors dealt with something that came from the heavens, basically.
And Fir'ual just takes it in, right? Interesting.
The world is indeed large, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, I am but a small elf, from a small tribe, and all my life I've been in the forests.
I see. It is all right, Fir'ual. We are all equals here. You came from the forest, and I once sat on the imperial throne and ruled an empire, and then gave it all up for the life of an adventurer.
So you are a king?
Of 3 countries, but not anymore.
Ooh, that was so.
Just dropping that.
Humble brag.
Wow.
Your Highness.
But not anymore. We are now. I'm just a citizen of the Republic now. Like I'm not the emperor anymore. A Senate already rules over it. We are also elected another person to lead the country. So
Different government.
yeah, we call them a prime elector over there.
So what? So he needs Ur'zudel's blood.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To reinforce.
Yeah, it will help.
To reinforce the.
Yeah.
Now I get it. I thought you.
Yeah.
That's the farthest thing you want from me, but okay. So it's my blood that you actually need, right?
Yeah, it will help reinforce the lock.
How much blood?
Yeah, just a
all of
bit.
it.
Just a bit. Just a bit. No.
Astra will kind of look at Ur'zudel, and she'll say, "We are right behind you, friend. We will be here if you need us."
If you want, those who are scholars of the arcane arts, you can also come and observe and make sure that nothing is happening. And just to be doubly sure, you can cast Zone of Truth just in case any deceptions start to appear out of nowhere.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just a really
Just queuing
prepared
up.
person, Yeah, that's it's gotten me this far.
Astra will look at the group and she'll say, "Should I cast Zone of Truth, or should we take his word for it?"
Lumi is going to say, I have my worries, but it is not about this guy's intention. He does this so telepathically, and
Okay.
he goes on and says, I am more worried that the task that we are about to undertake might fail. I think we need to prepare for contingencies, measures, no?
DM, can I do an insight check just to
On what? On who? On what? On what?
on Ronin's being truthful and everything?
Do you have a passive insight? What's your passive insight?
23.
Sheesh. He's being truthful.
So I just share that to the party, and I say, he seems to be genuine, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Sorry.
Oh, what's happened?
Astra will look at Harabid and Ur'zudel. Should we trust him?
And and for me, I said, I have a good feeling about him though, so I don't sense any negative energy from him.
We shall take your word for it, Ronin. And as a scholar of the arcane arts, I would like to be a part of this.
Of course.
I would like to observe as well.
And Fir'ual would just say, well, for what it's worth, I trust him. And I think that means a lot coming from me.
Yeah.
Astronauts.
I also want to add, like, because Ronin has a passive investigation of 19, so when you guys are having telepathy, it kind of is like obvious to you when you're just staring blankly at each other. And because Ronin has worked with someone who has telepathy, he kind of like puts two and two together. It's like, I also would like to tell all of you that I know what it looks like having a telepathic conversation. I'm not offended, but I'm also like, it's good that you have that kind of support system, you know?
Oh my
Also had
god.
it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We do that with the scale breakers. We also have a telepath on our Among Us. It's very nifty.
Ronin, we apologize for our hospitality. We should be better. And after all, we are in the presence of royalty. And just from one thing to another, I would like to share with you some of our thoughts. And as I've shared earlier, I have complete trust. And I wish you the best that you can finish this task. But I would like to ask,
What is it?
what happens if it fails?
That is the last thing I want to happen. If it fails, well, the only way I think this would fail is, well, if I fail to reinforce it right now, it will be a matter of time until the box's defenses are gone, and it will be easy to remove the mirror and release the dragon. So we still have a few days. We still have a few days to find other alternatives if this fails. But if we succeed, then it will be impossible to open the box unless Ur'zudel over here willingly does it. And then I can I guess leave the box to you and trust that you will be the custodians of the box this time.
Well then, my friend, we wish you the best.
Now, if any of you could also help me, that would be much appreciated. Teamwork makes the dream work. So
Let us know how we can help.
okay. If anyone is going to stand guard, I can cast a spell to enhance your perception, if you would like.
Oh, Haru, would you like to stand guard?
Yes. Time to put my paladin
We have a
powers.
trusty paladin who would like, and I feel secure already.
Okay. Basically, I'm going to cast enhance ability at the 4th level, so 3 people will be affected by this. And I'm going to say the incantation for this. So I'm basically gonna. How Ronin casts his spells is like he says the words backwards, kind of like Zatanna. So he's going to say like enhance the skills of my ally, but backwards it's like Eknane et slix fo im illa. And so for Harubid, you're getting advantage on wisdom checks. So your perception should have advantage. And then for Astra and Lumi, I'm going to give you guys advantage on intelligence checks. So if you need to do like Arcana checks or whatever. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm the least intelligent wizard, I swear.
Sige lang, you have advantage. So
Actually, I have a flat 0 for intelligence, so
Really?
I
needed,
needed
plus-
that.
plus 2 to.
there we go. Yeah.
You
So-
guys,
I'm not the smartest as well.
you guys just got invited to Amulet.
So, do you guys have a room we could, or are we doing it here in the tea room?
You should ask Ur'zudel where he's
Maybe
most.
we can go to the dojo.
Yeah, or maybe we can go to my room and make it into like a bloodletting or what I know.
Oh my god.
God, I thought he was gonna say like bloodbath.
Bloodletting station because it reforms to whatever we want, right? In our basic
Game. I want to see Urzi's room.
All right,
Yeah.
let us head to your room then. Roy, come along.
wait, let me
Can you tell me what Urzi's room looks like?
No, but wait, guys, let me clean it up a bit.
Oh,
So relatable.
Oh my god, in real life. Oh my god.
I tell, as he leaves, I tell, it's all right. You know, sometimes when people come to my room, I also have to keep away the porn stash and everything.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I reformed my room into like a bed and are you how do I wait before we ask how are you going to take the blood? Is it going to be like a ceremony type of removal of blood, or is it just like bloodletting that I know of, like just it
It's really actually pretty simple. I just okay, above game, my player just imagines Ronin is basically doing like engineering plus science shit, but with magic on the box, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, so let's just
to-
make the
to
whole
get-
place somehow everything is put to the side and the center is just like for whatever ceremonial stuff that you need to do, and just like a bit of space in the middle, and then everything surrounding is made out of red flaming design.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do I need to do, DM? Like an Arcana check or?
Okay. So hang on, let me check your skills again. Okay, Ronin.
Go. My skill. My highest is History, Investigation, and Arcana. Yeah, those are the ones.
History, investigation, and arcana. Sure, we can do arcana for you, and then the whole blood thing. It can be as simple as like a knife that and then you poke his
Yeah.
finger or you poke his hand or whatever.
Yeah, or just like a pin. You know?
Yeah. Arcana check for you.
There you go. That's my room that I reformed.
You can
Okay.
you can do it with advantage to Ronin. Give me two checks. Give me Arcana and give me give me sleight of hand as well.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance for this?
Sure.
Okay.
You got Bardic, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Bardic. Bardic.
Advantage. Okay, so advantage for Arcana. That's
Cool.
15 plus my
Bardic.
guidance.
Oh, guidance.
The bardic, I'll save it in case for the sleight of hand.
Cool.
Oh wait,
R.
shoot. Yeah, RD4.
Cool.
Nice.
19.
So that's a 19
Great.
for sleight of hand.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Good shit. Okay.
Yeah, with a D4 as well. Okay,
24.
so that's
19.
24 and 19 and 24.
Cool.
Awesome.
Can you describe what you're trying to do with the whole science and engineering thing?
Yeah, so basically, the way I imagine it is when Ronin Ronin pulls out the box discreetly, actually, before he enters the room, and then he sets it on the table. He puts it. He basically takes out like smithing tools, actually, and actually his tinker's tools, and then he starts like repeating like words in Celestial, and then he basically like pulls. It's kind of like the glowy symbols that appear when Doctor Strange uses his magic. Those things appear on the box, and then he'll just take them apart, move them around, and then he takes like a prick of blood from Ur'zudel and like places it on the symbols, and then it turns red, and then I just basically infuse more of my own energy into it, and it turns orange again, and then I put it back into the box. And then you see like these like nettings or this grid-like patterns, just some of them like are disappearing from the box initially, but now it's like reforming again and closing. And then finally, like just to like seal everything, like I take out like a wrench and then whack the box, and then there's like a pinging sound, and finally the box is now like the protection is reinforced now. So
All right.
yeah.
After all that happens, and then the dim of your celestial orange fades away from the room, there is a silence, and the box, the lining where you remember the lining of the design of the box, Raffe, there's like the circle, and
Yeah.
right now, imagine as if like Ur'zudel's blood has seeped into all of the crevices of that lining, and
Yeah.
his blood actually glows. It is a so there is a red lining that coats the box at this point, and like you said, after you hit the box with a wrench, and then the box pings, the glow and the blood seems to seep into the box, and then it slowly and gently falls down, and like just boosh, like hits the floor. A moment passes, and then another moment passes, and then suddenly it starts to feel very hot in the room. And then you see the box like tilt on its corner a little bit, and then boosh, go back down, and then it starts to float upward and spin. It starts spinning, and then the blood that was seeped into the box, it looks like it starts to ooze out again, and then you see the glowing red of the blood ooze out, and then it fully excretes out all of the blood, and then the box boosh, flops onto the floor again, and then Ur'zudel's blood it like spins like just in front of you in like a circle. Imagine like a circular halo, but of like Ur'zudel's blood, and then it splatters outside and like all around the room. And then hang on while I check my notes. And then the same thing happens, Ronin, when you first encountered the box in season 1 of Scale Breakers. Arcane sigils, I think it was in Draconic, do you remember?
Yeah.
Start to float.
And I can read Draconic, yeah.
Yeah, start to float over the box, and shit, man, what was the line? Do you remember the line?
Blood from my blood or something?
Yeah, something. Shit, man.
That's what
I'm
I
looking through
remember.
my notes. I have so many notes.
Hold on, I can also look in the video.
in the video. Shit. No, cited
I
Azra.
think it was like blood from my blood or something.
Changing World Tracer. Okay, hang on. Azra Temple blood. Puzzle open design. Here.
Oh.
So the draconic symbols float outside the box, and then it reads, "Bonds may break, caused by wrath. Here only blood will forge a path." That's what it says. And if both you and Ur'zudel can make me an investigation check, you can do so now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Investigation check.
Yeah, wait. Investigation check. Where the heck is investigation check?
It is
There.
curious why nothing seems to have happened.
16.
Okay, Ur'zudel, you are stumped. I don't know. Maybe you think that like it's something that Ronin did wrong, or I don't know. Maybe like the room wasn't decorated properly. I don't know. That's what you think. For you, Ronin, you can determine a little better. You suspect that the box rejected Ur'zudel's blood. So that's what you suspect. And if you were to go with your suspicions, but it's up to you. Maybe part of you might want to try again and again, and you could, but the same thing will happen. You might try different methods. You might try, instead of blood, you'll siphon some of Ur'zudel's power. Maybe like Ur'zudel starts like burning the box with his flames, whatever. But no matter what, the same thing happens, and the box seems to just reject Ur'zudel.
Reject Ur'zudel. Okay, I do voice this out loud. This is not supposed to happen if someone of the Zudel bloodline is being used for this ritual. Ur'zudel, are you absolutely sure that you are related to them by blood and not by marriage or something? Or adoption? Or, you know? Because... Yeah, go on.
I have no clue. I really have no clue, as I got a realization of my name as I was young, and then when I was taken away from my family at a very young age because of an incident that actually destroyed a lot of lives.
So
I really don't have any clue with my familial history.
Oh,
All I have is my name.
I see. And I mean, you can still have it, it's yours to keep, but that doesn't change the reality that the blood isn't it's not the correct blood for this ritual, which means it's only a matter of time until the box until the dragon gets out of the box. We do not know when that's gonna happen. We are going to or worst case scenario, we need to find another member of the Zudel family and try it again. Or the extreme scenario is we go far, far away from civilization, and then when the box opens, we shoot the dragon dead repeatedly and hope it works.
I think that would count as Plan Z.
That's Plan Z. You know, I am a dragon slayer, but that is Plan Z. I don't want to fight this dragon. This is too much. Very, very old. The older they are, the powerful they are.
I remember that.
So, so is there?
Lumi's going to say, approach
Mhm.
Ur'zudel, and he's going to say, I rather that you have this possibility that you're not affiliated to these, because Lumi considers the Zudel family like a little nasty. He's still trying to get that back, so he's actually pretty proud that that didn't work.
Yeah, that's
And-
actually nice in a sense.
Yeah, so it could be a good thing.
If
And then Lumi is gonna bring back the Ur'zudel name to the party and to Ronin. It has been mentioned before, like I said, by Basil, who, although is not someone who we can trust, but he was under the zone of truth. I believe it could be Plan B.
is Appy Zodella hostile, or can he cooperate?
We're not very sure. However, we do know that his known accomplices have tried to attack us in the past.
I see. Satanael did mention Basil to the scale breakers, so yeah. So I guess Plan B is find this guy. I don't know, chop his hand off and hope it works. I don't know. If he gets so uncooperative, we chop off his hand.
Sure, I mean, we can restrain him and just drain him of his blood.
Well,
I
yeah.
like that.
I like what you're thinking, you know, like when I fight my enemies, I don't kill them, I just cripple them for life. So yeah. But this is a bit of a relief as well. Like I kind of feel like I can fully entrust the box's protection with you guys now. Now that none of you can really open it completely. So yeah. So how do you guys know where Appy Zodel is by any chance? No.
No, we only have a name that is only after great interrogation of Basil, but no word on where he is or who he is.
Is there any magic perhaps that you can gain access to divine his whereabouts? Something Satanael would often use a spell called Locate Creature sometimes for to solve that problem. Could any of you do that perhaps?
I do not. Let me see.
I don't.
Okay. But I think, but it has to be like a person familiar to you. And
Oh,
We have
And-
seen Ur'zudel, I think.
have we seen
wait.
Izadel?
In the Feywild.
Oh, he's the
Yeah.
pyromancer.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
Appy Zodel is the one who burned
I thought he was a
the
separate
goddamn
pyromancer.
forest.
Got it. Astra can do this, but she'll do this tomorrow because she has to pray for it. Mananghid pa sa siya.
No,
worries,
you
no
can do it
worries.
today.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say that she had it on hand.
Yeah.
yeah. And if ever we could, didn't you also mention Ur'zudel's brother? That's your biological. I mean, your brother is alive, right?
Wait, let me confirm with the DM.
Yep. Yes. The dragon
Get your
that
brother.
the red dragon that you fought in season 1
Is dead, bro.
Okay, so
is dead.
He's dead.
You guys killed him.
We killed him.
we killed my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
That's a lot
if
to unpack, but okay.
but if his brother is an actual dragon, does that not
Yeah.
prove that he is of the Zudel line?
Yeah, but even so, for the magic doesn't seem to acknowledge the biological. There's a biological thing and a magical thing, and it just doesn't respond well to the box's requirements. So
Oh.
yeah, honestly, like the Order of the Golden Rook, they put the rest. This was a flawed thing on the box, you know. But anyway, we have to work around this. Well, I just want to say, why did the Zudel family even put this dragon in a mirror? What were they thinking? What the hell?
Right?
Who possessed them to do this?
Who puts a dragon in a mirror?
Yeah.
And now it's like 600 years. It's like it's the next generation's problem. I'm so annoyed.
Someone who is desperate for a dragon.
Anyway.
I will not say.
All right.
Astra will say, excuse me, allow me to prepare for this spell, and I shall try to locate a Pizudel. I'm really not sure why I did not think of this before. I've been sending letters, but this might be the faster way. And then, yeah, Astra will go and, let's say, get the components for the spell, and then she'll cast it.
All right.
Julio.
And so while we're waiting for Astra, what? I do have some questions for you guys. How did you guys meet? How did you become like the Wolf Guard? You know, how did that happen?
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago.
We fought the dragon, saved the princess, then we did not save the princess, and then we saved the prince. And then
We actually met in a bar in the tavern by the.
Oh, I can't remember that part.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it started with a vision of mine that was it wait, I just have to recall. Was it my visions, right?
Yeah, you did.
Your visions, yeah.
Yeah, so I had visions
were-
of a group of warriors and arriving in a tavern, and then it was a bit hazy, but I have a good inclination it would be. I didn't know it would be us in the future, but it was a like a premonition because I have visions around me. Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's how we started, and that's how we met in a tavern trying to save a princess, and
Oh,
that's where we
that's-
met.
That's nice. We it's quite similar to how with the Scalebreaker. Well, we met somewhere in the desert, and then, long story short, we saved the Pharaoh, and yeah, that's it. Also, we killed a bunch of dragons too. We have so much in common. That's so nice.
but when I hear slaying of dragons, my goosebumps are like, ooh, like a part of my dragon insides was like tingling and got a bit scared when they say they slay a lot of dragons.
Well, technically, I personally slayed one, and then my other friend Satri also killed one, and then we had a friend Jack who killed 3 of them. So our kill count was technically 5. We didn't kill a lot, you know. It was, and also they were trying to kill us, you know, like they started it. So it was like self-defense. We
but
don't
don't
just
worry.
blindly, yeah.
We killed one dragon as well, my brother.
Yeah,
it's
and that is a lot to unpack. Like none of the dragons we killed were related to us, but you know, like, you know, that's still, yeah. That's nice. Not really nice.
Astra will walk up and she'll look a little bit like frustrated, and she'll say, "I apologize. I've tried to locate him, but it seems a little bit difficult when we are on the ground. May I ask Ronin if we can be on your ship so that I can locate him?"
Why, of course, yeah. Let's go right ahead. Let's go to the Hungry Dragon right now.
Ooh,
Oh, that's the name of the ship.
Or
Very-
just you.
You're very on brand.
Yeah, we made the whole dragon slaying thing our whole like brand now. Yeah, because we solidified as a team after like we killed one dragon too. So that's what we bonded over. So now we just
What did
Uh-huh.
What was our thing? What did we kill, guys?
yeah. What did you guys
basically
kill
say,
that like
I
solidified?
think
No,
We
we
bonded
became
over drama, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
we
We
became
killed evil elves.
the wolf's guard because of the princess.
Because of
did-
the princess.
Yeah.
We
Because
bonded
of-
because we became like the special guard of the princess, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very Game of Thrones, very, very,
I see.
Very King's Guard.
very King's Guard. Yes. Oh my God, that was so
So you're-
interesting. The story.
I must ask Ronin, have you ever met a good dragon?
Have I ever met a good dragon?
Is this a
Not really. Oh wait, we do have one good. It's not. Well, it's a wyvern specifically. We are rehabilitating it. Our friend Hop, he's rehabilitating a wild wyvern, and yeah, it's on its way to becoming a good dragon. I also heard there's one good dragon over there at Skulduggery Island, but that's too far away to really, talk about. So yeah. So I'm aware of two good dragons. There are good dragons out there, but there are a lot of feral ones as well. So
That
yeah.
is somewhat comforting to hear that there may be hope for dragons in this world.
Yeah, of course. They can be a big help if there are bigger threats coming from beyond Tarin.
At least when I heard that, at least I said, "Oh, at least they're not dragist."
No, we're absolutely, well, at least I'm not a dragist, yeah.
Okay.
So, shall we set up on? Do we want to start building now?
Let's head to the ship.
All right, guys.
Yes.
What's your plan? You get onto the Hungry Dragon, and
Yes.
then if you
And
find
then
when you
We'll
find
locate creature.
yeah, and then if you find Ur'zudel, you guys are gonna fly there right away, or like
I
what?
would tell them like, no, let's not fly straight away. Let's like have a game plan first.
Yeah, let's plan out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends how far it is or how near it is.
Sure. Okay.
How far?
Can we scope the area as well so we can have before if ever there's a we don't want to fly in blind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'd also like to ask if any of you have a sending spell, could you at least update Sataniel about this? I want to make sure that he knows what's going on as well, just in case.
Of course. Astra nods and she'll send Satanel a sending message, and she will say 25, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry
Yikes.
about it.
Okay.
It's okay. Me and Sataniel were like, we'll practice Morse code.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. Okay.
But yeah, he gets the gist basically. So yeah. Is the ship locked in place? Or,
No.
or
You guys
what's-
don't need to move there anymore. It's fine.
Okay. Sige.
So Astra does locate creature. Do you have a image of how you think Astra does this, or
Yeah.
Yeah, how does she do it?
Astra kind of like has a candle in front of her. And then she gets a little bit of, I think the component is like fur. So she kind of like feeds it onto the candle. And then while she's like reciting an incantation, and then the smoke from the fur burning kind of like begins to form this image. And first it looks really hazy, and then it becomes clear, and then it becomes like blue and arcane, and it looks like it looks like like kind of fuzzy, like when Leia is in that image of R2D2 and she's like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi,
yeah.
kind of like that. So like that's a final image, like, but of where Ur'zudel is.
Got it. Okay.
And then while Astra is doing that, though, I will ask her, like, if it's okay with you, can I also cast Detect Thoughts while you're doing it, just so I have an image of Ur'zudel as well? Or
You're detecting thoughts, Ur'zudel or me?
on you.
Oh, yeah. Certainly. And she'll try to clear her mind so that it's as clear as possible for him to focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Every so often in the back, you can hear like thoughts of like, must get groceries, clean kitchen, make sure Kattiana does all laundry. Like she has like really, really boring tasks because she kind of like helps run the wolf's den in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Astra, you do this and you start to see the flame flicker, and you see a hooded figure, and as the hooded figure turns back, you see Ur'zudel's face, the pyromancer. And then the flame splits into two, and then you start to wonder, wait, what's happening? I found Ur'zudel in that first one. I was certain, and in that first image, you're certain that Ur'zudel is somewhere in Athendor, and then after the split, the second image shows him in Maitan. And then a third flame splits out of the initial one, and then you see Ur'zudel appear somewhere in Dizar. And then the flames flicker some more, and then sparks even begin to jut out from it. And then a fourth flame appears. It is somewhere on like a group of isles in between the continent of Avalon and Santheo. And then a fifth flame appears, and he's somewhere in Gamaril. And a lot of flames appear. And Ronin, because because you have a higher intelligence score than Astra, you can kind of tell that Ur'zudel has some form of defense against being scryed on.
Yeah. Okay.
But from the looks of this, you can still discern that at least one of those places should be the accurate thing.
A firewall. Oh my god.
Firewall. There you go.
I'll explain to Astra. It seems like he has some sort of non-detection spell placed on him, a specific one that makes us confused as to where he really is. But one of them should be his actual location. So we found where he is. We just need to know which one exactly.
Astra nods, and then she will look to everyone else, and she'll explain that he seems to be in several different places and in different countries, in different locations. So we will need to decide which one to go after. But Astra will kind of like pause for a second, and then she'll say, unless, and then she's going to like get out of her pocket really quickly some incense, and then she wave it over the candle again, and then she is going to get like a little bag of, it says a sacrificial offering appropriate to my religion. So I'm going to say like no, not divine intervention. That just straight up like, that's straight up ampo lang.
No, what if though? Like, it's worth a try though, if you ask me.
I wanna see what shot's up to.
Yeah.
So Astra has an old holy symbol, like the one she used to use before. And so she burns it, and she burns the incense, and she casts divination. And so she prays to Mistra, and she says, Mother of Magic, I've asked very many things of you of late, but please believe me when I say this is all so that we can create peace in the realm, so people can practice with your gifts in peace. Please, can you point us to the correct Ur'zudel, the path that we should really be focused towards?
Okay. You're just praying?
Basically casting divination.
Divination? Hang on.
Yeah. I'm looking at the spell as well.
Hang on, let me... Okay, great.
Does it lean more to finding the real one if my speck of blood will be joined in?
Oh.
I don't think so. If you're not biologically related, I'm not sure.
Let's see.
I'm not averse to cutting Ur'zudel.
He's already he's already in a
No.
we're just gonna bleed Ur'zudel today.
I have my other arm.
Magic
She's always
and
good
offering
at-
put you in contact with a god or god servants. You ask a single concerning specific goal, event, or activity. The GM offers truthful.
Yeah.
It might be short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or omen.
Nice.
4th level divination.
Yeah. So
And
you can give
then-
us a riddle, a short phrase, something cryptic,
You're offering-
and then
Or an omen.
or an
Yeah.
omen. Like
Yeah,
a
so
dead
like the
bird.
whole non-detection thing doesn't do anything because this isn't arcane, this is divine.
Yeah. Nice.
Clerics, man. Clerics.
Clerics. Fuck clerics. It's like-
At least there's only one this time.
I wanted to drag this on a little bit, but no, you're just like, no, tell me
I
now.
mean, you could super give just like a smoke sign with a question mark. I don't know, like you could be as cryptic as you want it to be.
No, so
Morse code using smoke.
no. So Mistra helps, and of the like 10 little flames of Ur'zudel that is present, only 3 remain.
Ooh.
So she like it narrows it down a little bit, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
So of those 3, one is in Gamaril on the island of Kamtulu. That is the archipelago side of Gamaril on the left, near the
Okay.
kingdom of Ilthalas. So
Okay.
that island of Kamtulu. Another one is an island that I have not named yet. But
Okay.
oh, and the common denominator of all these three places are it's on an island.
On an island.
Yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So the other one is on an island just a bit a ways away from the edge of the kingdom of Athanar. So that's on the continent of Avalon. And then
Yeah.
the one other island is an island that's near San Theo. San
Okay.
Theo. So those three. Gamera Island Kanto, near Athanar Avalon, island near San Theo. Yep. San Theo. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Julio.
Avalon,
Cool.
Gamero,
And
and
something.
San Theo.
Mhm.
Okay. Avalon's the farthest away from us.
Yes.
What's the closest one? Gamero.
We're on Gameril right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's odd. So he could be in one of these islands or in all three of them. What does
It only has one. That's real.
okay.
Yeah, only one that's real.
We should make haste, lest we might miss him.
He could be on the move again.
Yes.
What does he do actually? Is he a wanted criminal here or oh he works with the Basil, right, okay.
Split the party.
We were trying to get his blood, right?
Yes.
Then
We
well,
we can capture all three and get all three's blood. Just kidding.
All right. So I'm assuming you guys will be picking a place and then flying there. Yeah.
yeah, we
I
don't
s-
have teleportation.
I suppose since Gameril, like we're on the continent of Gameril, we might as well check out the island in Gameril first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is that? I mean, how long
Kamtulu? Yeah, how far
long
are we
time?
from Kamtulu?
duration?
Duration.
Yeah, what do we
Playtime?
have come to lose? I'm joking.
Oh my
Okay, you get a clover leaf. You
Playtime
guys
is?
are 1, 2,
Playtime is?
3.
Tyler?
It would have been 3.5 weeks on
On the Wolf's Den, right?
Wolf's Den, but on the Hungry Dragon,
The dragon.
it would be around like a little over 2 weeks or 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Wow, Gameril's a lot bigger than I thought.
It's big.
Oh yeah, but lands are really big, so let's be thankful we have airships now.
Yeah. So you guys go
But
there.
what about your Wolf's Den? Are you gonna leave it here?
Should be here. Okay. Green Whoops then.
Wait. Tut, 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 tut.
I mean, after you help Ronin will just bring you back to the Wolf's Den.
Yeah, I could fly you back. You don't have to relax. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna be like.
I think at this time in Astra's room, she would have created a permanent teleportation circle in
That's
her room.
so cool. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh,
So maybe sometimes like when you don't like when she's kind of like not having dinner or something, she's actually talking to like the High Mother at the temple or hanging out with Opal. So
That's so cool.
she has a teleportation circle, so she says, "No, the Hungry Dragon can bring us to Kamtulu, and we can probably find our own way back."
wait,
Do you have a teleportation spell, Astra?
I have a teleportation circle. So if I cast the spell,
Yeah. Do a
when we're
teleportation
on the
circle.
island, it should bring us back to the Wolf's Den. Let's just, lock everything up,
Yeah.
I have an interesting plan if it's possible. I don't know if it's feasible. Is it
What's the
possible
plan?
to move the or like like make the house move in a certain place without anyone driving it, or no? And just tell them where to go.
Holy shit! And then we could just make it go to the.
Autopilot.
Yeah, one of the places that's nearby. So and then one goes to there. If it's not there, then the other one goes to the other area. And then if ever it's not there, then we can teleport back and hit
That's,
three places. And
That's a pretty good
That's
idea.
not- Yeah, that's a very nice idea, actually.
Galea,
Autopilot.
Galea can do it.
And not only that, if anything goes wrong, we have one of the areas as like a retreat spot. You know.
yes,
Yeah.
I mean, what do the rest of you think?
So we divide into two, or
No. We stick together.
we stick together, but the house can move on itself to a certain point, and that will be since there's a teleportation circle, we can teleport there if ever the first location that we're going to is not the right place. So at least we save up on time.
So we hit two spots at the same time, and
Yeah.
then we can easily figure out like if thing, and then we can. It just cuts the time between two spots.
sounds good. So
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
but two locations instead, but not one. Oh, not three. Not all three.
Yeah.
Not all three.
But the question remains: can the thing drive itself?
Galea can drive it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God! I thought I was gonna suggest Anton, but I don't want to. I'm worried for that guy. He's incapable of defending himself.
Astra will. Does Galea have sending?
She does.
Yeah, Astra will communicate with Galea just to like, so that she can get updates from Galea on how close she is to Santheo. I'm assuming she's gonna go to Santheo
Yeah.
since it's
Yeah.
beside Gamero.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can just go to. Oh wait. Oh, okay. But that would take longer, right? If she drives all the way to Santiago and we're in Gamaril.
It's like 3 weeks. Or do you want we will like take the longer target instead, and she
Yeah.
drives.
But if it's our wolf's den is like like an amphibious vehicle, right? Is it or not, or is it just purely car?
It's all terrain. All terrain, not.
It's hybrid.
So
It's not.
so if
It
it's
can go through
Oh,
water.
it's just land.
It just
it's just
land.
land,
It
then
can climb.
Santheo na,
Yeah, it can climb over a
Yeah.
mountain. It can. Like,
yeah. So Santheo na si Galea because we're going to an island.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Smart.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so we do that.
I only have one problem though. If we teleport back to the wolf's den, how do I get back to my ship? I have to take a very long way.
Anton will come pick you up.
Okay, that's nice. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's
Anton's
true.
not going
Yes.
with you with the Wolf's Guard.
Okay, good. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
So
Alright.
wait, so we're going by air, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you?
And
No problem, right? Are any of you airsick? You'll get used
No.
to it eventually.
We'll find out.
can Lumi cast a spell to control the wind so it will be from
That's cool.
Oh.
Do it.
To cut on travel time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less air resistance, you know.
Do it.
it's a level 8 control weather.
Wow. Good shit.
Nice.
We change map so that we can immerse ourselves.
And then I tell everyone, like, just please, for the love of God, do not vomit on the floor. It's really, really hard to remove it out of the wood of the ship.
I cannot guarantee some of us won't. This will be our first time in the air. And some of us are Well, this one is a sea elf, so like Kattiana's like, I don't know how she's gonna do.
Let's keep him in a bathtub.
Oh my god. Actually, DM, just to like clarify, where are the rest of the scale breakers? Are they
Uh,
like? I assume they're
they're
like on
in
another mission for the Monto or something.
that one, or they're in Exoria.
Okay, okay. And
Like,
and I just took the 1 hour base for myself.
I want to say that maybe you guys stayed in Exoria. Like, you guys are majority of you are needed in Exoria.
Okay,
No,
okay.
wait,
You
hang on.
can go.
No, I got you. Token.
Nice, thank you. Okay.
So yeah, short time here lang, cause I wanna move things along. But
Of course.
you guys are now flying. For a few of you, it is a new experience, and it is quite something to behold. Um, the wind is calm as Lumi has been controlling the weather, and
Oh no, I'm gonna make it like a tailwind, so it pushes the ocean
I
faster.
understand. Okay,
Nice.
so normally, Ronin, you've been used to like the speed of how the hungry dragon travels, and but now there's a little bit of a kick, right? And
Yeah.
it is quite something new as well in something that you and Antoine are already used to. And Antoine is like holding onto the railings. It's like, this is quite something, Ronin. Your new friends, they're quite a capable bunch. I must learn their names later. You must introduce me.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to tell them that you built all this with your own 2 hands as well.
Uh, oui, and sometimes my mouth, and sometimes I hold the wrench with my foot. It is
Yeah.
yes, my whole body basically.
Yes. And
Oui.
then you just see Ronan have like an insane grin on his face. Like imagine like a rich boy just got his hands on like the fastest like aircraft ever. So that's like what it looks like to him now. It's like the Hungry Dragon's just flying faster than ever before, and he's just like insanely happy now.
See, Lumi is just like, because this is a big spell, it takes like 10 minutes or 40 minutes or something, like a lot of concentration and shit. So
Yeah.
he's just like over like on the mast or whatever you call that, starboard,
Yeah.
whatever. In one place, just plucking away at his harp and like just trying to concentrate and then making music. Like you can hear music, but the wind is actually like as a reaction to the
Oh,
spell.
like the Doof Warrior and Mad Max
Yeah.
Fairy
Yeah.
Rose.
Roy, my Warforged Steel Defender, he's gonna like just help you and like support you whenever like you feel tired, so that provide assistance.
All right, good. And
The sweat off my face or something.
yeah, so I want to say like a day or two passes, and Ronin, I'm sure like in that time you get to know the Wolf's Guard a little bit more. You maybe sometimes you would also like witness them train and spar with each other, and perhaps you would have also participated a little bit, see what they're made of, right? And
Yeah.
um in this time, Ur'zudel, you hear a voice again in your head. The same voice that you heard when you touched the Bloodwell vial. And you hear Are you getting lost? Lost
Are you
child, lost
getting
child,
lost?
lost child.
Damn. Is that how are you wait, are you getting lost? Lost child, lost child?
Yeah.
Does everybody hear
No, just
only I
you.
hear it, right? Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and then okay, so does it hurt me in a sense when I hear like is it getting louder and louder?
Imagine like that there's like a ringing sound, especially when you hear the repeated words lost boy, lost child, lost child, lost child. And the rest of you that are on the deck as well, you notice Ur'zudel. At first you think he's getting airsick, but then he starts to like curl up in a fetal position, and his knees are like already close to his chest, and he's down and like just by the railing over here. At this point as well, Ronin,
Yeah.
you hear someone send you a sending spell,
Okay.
and above game, it's not noticed, but if this were like a movie, the moment Ronin you hear someone send you the sending spell, Ur'zudel's ringing stops.
Okay.
And Ronin, you hear in your head, it's not a sending spell. It's your sending stone.
Okay.
One that you have shared with the head priest at the Golden Temple in San Theo, in Exoria.
Okay.
And then you hear the head priest. So I'm not gonna like worry about like the 25 words, whatever. I'm just gonna treat this like a cell phone, okay? Because I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you hear the head priest say, Sir Ronin, are you there? Can you take the call?
Yes, I can.
There's a gentleman over here. They say they and then you hear like a fumble in the with like they grab the sending stone from the head priest.
Yeah.
And then you hear another voice. It's a gentleman's voice, and then you hear Sir Ronin, I apologies. There seems to be there's this thing that we are a misunderstanding and a misplacement of a certain item that someone from our nation commissioned you to do, and it has been stolen from us a few weeks ago by, I understand it to have been from one of the high priests of Exoria. We tracked it down and we learned that it arrived back here in the Golden Temple. And now that I am here to retrieve it, I learned that you have taken it away. This item belongs to us. Please return it to us.
May I know from which nation you are from?
We are from, he says, Fiogizia. It's spelled this way. Fiogizia. But it's pronounced Fiogizia. Okay.
Fiogizia. Okay.
You know this to be a group of islands just around like a few days away from Amar, north of Exoria.
Okay.
And this land is quite a rich land. It has been a trading spot for, especially between San Theo and Athendor, And during the times of peace, with the Starflower Isles, they also joined in the trading, and the Isles of Fyogisia. Oh my god, I can't even pronounce my own island.
Yogisia.
Fyogisia. The Isles of Fyogisia, rich in culture as well, and its architecture look very similar to ancient Greece and during like the Roman Empire or something.
Okay.
So that design.
How powerful are they, like in terms of like military or something?
They are they have not been able to display that because they during times of war and whatever they usually pick the neutral side, right? And they're very charismatic in the sense that they're quite, if they haven't shown their power in terms of like in their military, it's the opposite for their political. They have a very strong hold in terms of like politics, because they are a trading nation, and they have like influences and like footholds in Athendor, in Exoria, and before in the Starflower Isles. So they are quite influential as well. And
I feel like I feel like Ronin also is aware of them, but when he was still emperor. So yeah,
I would say so. And during this conversation with this person, it's not that, because they're not threatening you at all. They're not saying anything that like, oh, if you don't give us the item back, we'll kill the head priest here. They're not saying any of those things. They're very, very not polite, but more like
straight to the point about it.
Yeah, very straight to the point. They're saying it sounds like, we commissioned this item from you. We bought it. It belongs to us. This is the law. You must return it to. It's like, it's like that. They're using the law and like the whole, because that's
like
what they're
like a cease and desist letter.
Yeah. That's what they're used to, is like politics, and they're very good at it. So they're not even like showing any force or whatever. They know that they're in the right. So
yeah.
Okay.
When the guy says that they're from Fyogisia, I immediately understand like what tone to use now, and I will tell them, I understand. Is there any chance we could fly over there to Fyogisia and have further more discussions on this? Because we have genuine concerns on making sure this is protected at all costs.
And then the gentleman on the other end says, of course. Where are you located now?
We are en route to Gamaril, but if there is a place you'd like to meet us halfway, that would be much appreciated. But we could fly all the way there too if it's more safe, I guess.
If you are in Gamaril, we shall expect your arrival in Fyogisia within 8 weeks. And then he passes it to the head priest. That's it. And then the head priest is now like, is there any cause for concern? Do I have to be worried, Sir Ronin?
Yes, it seems like there is now politics involved over the box and its protection. But don't worry, whatever I do with the box, you can trust me that whatever I do with it is to ensure that its power is never used or the dragon is not unleashed.
Well, okay. If you need backup, just let me know. We're pretty close to Fyogisia already, so we could, like, I don't know. But do you think if we do that, they'd think we're preparing for an attack? Or, like what should I do?
Do not do any sort of attack. These people are very influential in the trading business, and they're even more powerful than House Bishop itself. So don't do anything. But I do want you to inform this to Satanael. He should know of this. That the people of Theogisia are demanding the box and politically maneuvering me into this.
All
Do you
right.
understand?
Of course, Sir Ronin. I'll tell Sir Satanael, and I'll just wait for whatever future instructions you might have.
All right. Thank you, head priest, and may Lord Bishop watch over you.
And you as well. Then he hangs up the stone.
Yeah, and then I will approach the Wolf's Guard and tell this to them. Wolf's Guard, we need to discuss something. It's very important. And but before that happens, actually, like I do notice that Ur'zudel is like crumbling in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you allow me, like out of instinct, I will cast Detect Thoughts on Ur'zudel and see
Ooh.
what happens?
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
But
What is
this
going on in
but-
his mind?
but this would be like before you receive the call.
Yeah, that would have been like before I received the call.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was
Cool.
going to do that. Yeah.
So it would even be more like weird for you because once you receive the call, then Ur'zudel's mind would have silenced, right?
Yeah.
That's basic. That's all you hear, dude. Is what I mentioned earlier. Is are you lost?
Okay.
Are you lost? And then lost child, and then ring ring.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will call the rest of the Wolf's Guard. Could we please gather around? We need to discuss something very, very important. We need a team huddle right now. That's what we do in the Scale Breakers. We team huddle.
With Satan in the middle.
Yeah, with our leader in the middle of a pentagram.
Astra will inform Lumi because he's been focusing on controlling the weather. So she'll say, "Come, we have important things to discuss. You can. The weather will hold."
Yeah. You did very good, Lumi. Thank you for speeding the process.
And Lumi tries to just say okay over like the top of his voice because it's really loud with him and hard.
Would you like me to have Roy carry you around? Like he can do that, you know?
Yes, sure. I've never been carried by a warforged. Have they?
Sure.
Oh.
And
then Roy-
just like
Yeah. Roy is just
he
like
scooped you up.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Roy. So what Roy does is he greets you, Lumi. He extends his hand like 90 degrees to his side, and then he nods and he waves at the same time. And then he says, "It is a pleasure to..." Wait, I forget Roy's voice. What was it again, Raf?
I forgot also. We can
like-
see it keeps
like-
changing because I keep adjusting
Sure.
him. It's like Wall-E.
Right? It was like a
basically.
mix of like Wally and Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, "Greetings, Lumi. Would you prefer a princess carry or a piggyback ride?"
I would like a princess carry and Lumi,
What about look carried like this?
Lumi does like what like the hair thing in the ear and I would like a princess carry.
Okay. God. Affirmative. Like executing the princess carry. And then he goes, does it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, huddle and then team huddle.
Yeah, team huddle, guys. All right. I just also I'll get to the more sensible part and then the weird part later. So the sensible part is I just received a call from one of my associates back in Ixoria. And long story short, the nation of Fuegicia is now involved in this. A representative from that country. Oh wait, hold on. You guys are familiar with the country of Fuegicia, right?
I would say, yeah,
Are
I
we-
would, hang on. I would say, Astra, you know of them, not like of their political background, but of their arcane prowess. And you know that they are, majority of them, their main citizens are Fire Genasi.
Ooh,
But
people.
like there are still a lot of the place are still like occupied by different races. It's just that it feels like there's like an outer circle and an inner circle, and the outer circle are like these traders from different lands and like other races and citizens from around the world. But the inner circle, they are Fire Genasi. And yeah, so that's what Astra knows. Who else would know something? Probably
Astra will share this with the group then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
What
I'm-
about Haru and
Kattiana.
yeah, cause business, you know.
I know. I might know a few traders that are, but I don't know much about the land.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
I'm
ever
getting-
visited it.
Getting the vibe that Fuegicia is like a nation of girl bosses. You know?
girl boss.
Haru only cares about money, not culture.
Whoa! I need the culture to make my souvenirs.
To make money.
Because Haru has been doing business fairly recently compared to like, you know, it's like Haru's doing like a startup, and then Fuegicia and their companies are like, you know, like Apple and
They're the old guard.
yeah,
I'm a disruptor. I'm a disruptor, you guys.
An upstart.
yeah. So it's like the old companies are like, you know, trading with Fuegicia, and then
Yeah, I'm offering subscriptions, and you get like a 5-day delivery.
there you go.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell the rest of the party. For those of you who don't know, Fuegicia they're a very influential country. They tend to get their way through politics and a lot of manipulation. And I had to deal with some of their shit when I was still emperor as well. They have laid claim to the box. They have revealed to me that they're the ones who commissioned the creation of the box to keep the mirror sealed. They told me that it was stolen and that they tracked it down to Ixoria, back to my possession, and they would like it back. And I very much have. It was all on the spot, but I have agreed to meet with them so that we could plead our case on why the box is best kept under another, like, you know, ownership. So we are now heading to Fuegicia, and they give us 8 weeks to reach there. Will that be an issue with us? Anyone?
Wait, so they committed you to take care of the box, but now they want it back.
They were the guardians of this box. It was stolen under them, and now they want it back. It literally took them a year to get around to this, but okay. Which is why I wanted to confront them and discuss why it took them a year. Because I possessed this box was stolen like 1056. It came under my ownership last year. And it's already 1057, and I don't know why it took them now to, you know, decide this. So
Yeah. It's not a whole year. It's months. Maybe half a
okay,
year.
half a year. Okay.
Yeah. Still a long
So
time.
yes, but I can assure you that we can trust them. They use the law and they follow it to the letter. So I don't think they have any crazy thoughts of abusing the box.
Okay.
They do have ownership to it, and I do respect that as well. So we are heading there now. So I just wanted to make sure that, is anyone going to take issue with this, or do you have questions perhaps?
Just curious, Ronin, as who drives the ship again? Was it Roy?
We rotate. It's me, Roy, or Antoine. It depends.
Yes. Where exactly are we now? I just want to know our options.
We are heading to Gamaril, but now that's the southern part. But now we are heading northeast to go to Fugisia.
And even if I provide us very, very powerful tailwind, because this is not yet the extent of my spell, I can make it stronger.
Yeah, you could probably
Still,
get.
just 8 weeks to get, maybe we could sneak something in between.
You could
They
probably.
only want
Yeah, you could
8
probably
weeks.
get there in like 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, that if you could, yeah, that would be much appreciated. But you're talking about us sneaking in? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the flight plan.
Yeah. We speed up the flight plan, and yeah, I would like that very much.
If I could keep up the tailwind and make it even stronger for you, maybe we could sneak one more destination before we get to what's its face.
Yeah.
Oh,
That means we can get to the island, the Gamaril place first, and then we can get to Fugisia after. If
You know-
we travel very fast.
that can be done. I will. Rules are rules, but loopholes are also loopholes. As long as you can assure me that we could go there within the 8-week time period, then I see no problem.
That I will need some. What do I know about this? I mean, like, how long does it take from point A to point B to point C? Like, can we get to our initial destination and then back to that second alternate destination in 8 weeks?
Actually, I have a thought, Sadkai. Your control wind spell by, is it below level 5 or within level 5?
It's level 8.
Oh shit, okay. I can't copy it into my gauntlet and help you with it. Okay.
If you go.
I can produce a storm. Basically.
Astra will pipe up and she'll say, Fiogisha, I believe that this is one of the places that one of the visions of Ur'zudel was. It could be something that we could investigate.
So you agree that we should go to Fugisia right away instead of stopping over in Gamaril?
That I cannot decide on.
Hmm.
I feel it is a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, but if you ask me, I'd also prefer going to Fugisia because I know I can assure that we'll be safe there from anyone who tries to take the box from us. It's only what got me curious is how it got stolen from them and why they took so long to retrieve it. So, yeah.
How's Ur'zudel at this point? Is Ur'zudel still like curled up in a ball?
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I am trying to control myself. I started because I got like it was getting louder, so I was holding my ears, and then I'm kind of like blocking it out actively, like.
Yeah, and I almost forgot. I was also telling before I almost forgot also. Your friend Ur'zudel over here is hearing voices in his head, and it only stopped the minute I got this call, which feels really, really either coincidental or not very coincidental. It feels very weird. So there's that. Your friends hearing voices saying, "Are you lost child?" or something. So
Oh. Oh, so it's basically and then wait, if can I say something like, when are you lost child, and then because
Yeah.
we're planning to go to a destination, and then when the call was to go to another area, which is fumigation?
Fugesia.
Fugesia, and then the voices went silent. So it's like, okay, so you're not lost. And then once the call was ended, it comes back, right?
It doesn't go.
No.
It doesn't come back.
It doesn't. Oh my god. Okay. Hypothesis. If we keep going to Gamarel, do you think the voices will continue? Is it like a GPS kind of thing?
Yeah, basically like a tracking device.
Holy shit.
Like a
Wait.
holding stone or something.
Should we try that?
That's
I
so
would
Roy,
funny.
keep going to Gamarel right now.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
What happens, DM, if that happens?
That's so stupid. Uh, okay, so it doesn't it doesn't happen like right away.
Okay.
But like if
Oh.
you were to really like push, I want to say like if you
Okay.
spent like another day going toward Kamtulu, Ur'zudel will start hearing the word lost child. The hearing the phrases,
The voices again.
the voices, lost child, false one, false one, false one.
Wow.
See? I
So
told you.
That
So
took us a whole day, but yes, that has proven the hypothesis.
we are experimenters.
My
So,
tweet to Gamaril. I will try to provide us with means to expedite our travel.
yeah.
Yes,
If we are
yes.
not, adverse to this, but I think I'd also like to hear from everyone in the group, especially Ur'zudel.
Mm-mm.
I agree with the hypothesis because of the I sacrificed the pain for a missed route, for a day of pain, just to make sure it's correct. Yeah, once we realized that we're changed direction,
Okay.
the sounds came back to hurt my ears. So I think we're with the plan, the original the plan to go to a place when it stopped, the pain stopped. I think that's the correct direction.
Okay.
I see. So we're literally being guided by a voice in his head telling us to go into the right direction, which still feels really suspicious, but there's no other way but to move forward, I guess.
Does the group agree? Should we move forward or should we go straight to?
So here's what.
We
Okay.
should-
Yeah. What do you guys do? You go toward Kamtulu or Fugesia?
I go to where I kind of leaning towards to the direction where I don't feel that much pain.
Okay.
I'll
Here-
follow. I'll agree with Ur'zudel's.
Here's
Yep.
The GPS say
okay.
fumigation.
That's
Here's-
where we're going.
We're going.
Well,
I want to say Fugesia. What about the rest of
Fugesia.
you? Haru and Lumi. What do you say to this?
my vote is towards Gamaril, but I am going to follow Ur'zudel's.
Internal GPS.
Yeah,
I'll follow Ur'zudel's gut
Okay. All right. Democracy, guys.
and voices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start heading to Fugesia. But here's the thing as well.
No.
You start heading in that direction, and over the next few weeks, it doesn't happen every day, but Ur'zudel still hears the voices. Voices that call him lost child, false one. So it doesn't really go away.
What?
So
But is there pain?
there's ringing on, like in all the times.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's not a GPS. The voice isn't a GPS. But it's still a good guess.
Yeah.
So that's okay. But if we're to like argue where to go, now that it's kind of disproven that it's a GPS and whatever,
Yeah.
you still have two things that point you toward Fugesia, which is it's also one of the options where Apizudel is, and it's also
Yeah.
it's also a place that you have to go to settle this political issue. Whereas if you go to Kamtulu, the pros with Kamtulu is it's an possible location for Apizudel, and it's closer. So
Alright.
so what do you
Yeah,
value
and-
more, right?
I
Like
think it's
those
better to hit
points.
two birds.
Yeah, and also like when you tell us that you heard this like days after, it's like I am not turning this boat around. We are going to Fugesia.
Okay. Okay. So do we go there?
We're going to
Okay.
fumigation.
Fumigation. Okay, let's go to fumigation.
Fumigation Nation, here we come.
Fumigation.
So a few more weeks
Fumigation.
pass, and
And we're best friends.
and you guys are best friends. You guys fucking A. You guys got drunk together, told each other like secrets.
yeah.
And then
We're like, who's your crush?
In the bottle.
We played like two truths and a lie.
Oh my god. Who's your
Truth or
favorite
dare?
enemy?
all right.
Flog,
Oh,
Mary, kill.
we
I'm joking.
yeah.
Flog, marry, kill.
Love Mary kill.
Yeah. and then I would like my wing boots. I'll just pass it to you guys. Like I dare you to fly around the ship.
Oh my god. Can one of us do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I
Oh,
pass.
can
the
I
boot.
try? Can I try?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. We have like a whole week. Yeah,
Yeah. Weeks, dude. Like
weeks. Yeah. See, we have plenty of time. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if I remember
I get-
correct me if I'm wrong, Raf, it was a dexterity was it a dexterity check
It was those were deck saves. Yeah,
Dex
to like
saves?
not be
to not
yeah,
be
not to
blown?
like fly off the ship. Yeah.
Okay, sige, go. Whoever wants to try flying around, make
Yeah.
dexterity
Okay,
saving
I'll
throws.
try. I'll try it. Oh my
Go,
god.
go,
Try
go,
to save
fly!
me.
It's like a whole ass session to like save you.
Oh, that's pretty good. So
oh wow, natural. You
I
know?
imagine like
Yeah.
I imagine Ur'zudel's like flying, and then if he starts to like get like outbalanced, he pulses a little bit of flames from his hands to like keep balance.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
that's pretty cool. With the 20.
Yeah.
Okay, Ur'zudel makes it. He's
Mhm.
now Ur'zudel, you know how it feels to fly around.
Yeah.
Doesn't Lumi have wing boots too?
He has a wing. His cape transforms into wings.
His cape. Got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I want to ride the dragon, like Drago the dragon, you know, just for fun.
Ooh, go ahead.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you know, like to make it fair, I'll make Roy wear the wing boots and make him carry you guys around while he flies.
I want to carry me around.
Piggyback ride but while flying.
or like Princess carrying around. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Roy is so stiff. Like he's just stiff and like Princess carrying whoever, but his legs are
Yeah.
straight and everything, and he just flies around. It's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're in the city now.
You guys are in Fugesia.
Oh my gosh.
Like I
So-
said, it's has like a lot of inspiration
Greek.
from ancient Greek and Roman architecture, albeit with a little bit of like D&D fantasy thrown in there, right? So the outer circles look richer because these are the ones that the trading happens, while the inner city area, or like parts of the city that are inner, are actually like kind of subterranean. So you see in this the right side of the image here, where there's like a canyon that goes down into the ground, and then there are like doors and windows and like pathways and stairs that lead down. These are where a lot of the fire genasi stay and conduct their business and whatever, right? So while the surface dwellers and other races like occupy the surface, where there are canyons that go underground and paths that like go down, those are where the fire genasi live, and this is where you are. When the hungry dragon docks at like one of the airports, skyports, the gentleman greets you, and you recognize the voice. It's the voice of the one who was who was with you on the other end of the phone. That is this person over here. He is physically hot, in that he is a fire genasi, but he is a bit older, and his flames do not like compared to other fire genasi where their flames, they decorate on their head to look like hair, right? He does not have that, and it's as if he saves his flames, right? So this is him, and I fucking forgot to give him a name, so let's give him a name now.
Well, call him
David.
Schmidt.
No.
David Schmidt.
Guys, okay, wait. My name.
Okay. He
No,
does look like the guy in Guardians, yeah. His name will be Sard. It's Drax spelled backwards.
Guys.
Wait.
No, what's his name?
No, hang on. His name is
Bulvar for dragon. No.
What?
That sounds something else.
Bolvar. No, Bolvar for dragon is the latest Lich King.
What?
But he's burning actually. He's a
see.
fire.
Okay, I like
celebrate.
this name. So his name, he introduces himself to you. Okay, he has a Greek accent, okay, but I did not have enough time to practice it. But
Sure.
but he's
He's a
like,
Greek.
yeah, he has a Greek accent. But I'm just gonna speak in regular English.
Yeah.
He greets you and is like, hello, you are Sir Ronin, yes?
That is right, yes.
Welcome to what fumigation? What Fiogisia? welcome to Fiogisia. I am Xanthipos, but you may call me Zan.
I see. Was it you, Zan, that I spoke to through the Sending Stone?
Yes, that is correct. I will take you now to our archons, our leaders.
I see.
And then he takes you, as well as the rest of the Wolf's Guard,
Yeah, we're all in this together, guys.
Yeah, through the city, and it is a very rich city. And I think for Harubid, it's like very very like wellspring of like businesses and new
Commerce, I see.
Yeah.
I would like to explore this place a bit more later.
Yes.
When
Yeah.
we enter the cavern, I'm going to like heat up a bit. Namor, I get uncomfortable, so I start removing like my dragon scale jacket, and since I have no shirt underneath, I'm just like without a shirt. But
Just stop.
with all the natural lighting, everyone just sees like the orange tattoos that like like that glow like in natural lighting, and like the halo on my head now. So that's what's
Cool.
happening.
Shiny.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this place warm, as you've said?
It is warm, especially when we
Ooh,
go
my
down here
kind of
into
place.
down here into the canyons. Actually, as you guys before Zan leads you down, and then he takes a good look at the Wolf's Guard. Not everyone notices, only the ones with a big PP. So let me check. I think it's Fir'ual has the biggest PP.
Can my passive
damn.
investigation
Does
cover
Fir'ual
it?
have the biggest peepee?
Passive.
I think Tarin has it.
Story. Hang on, wait.
It's all about the PP, guys.
My PP is only 10.
It's okay.
Minus 10 also.
My 10 also. Passive investigation. I wouldn't say so. 'Cause I feel like passive investigation is like
It's me like just putting two and two together.
yeah,
right?
putting two and two together, like figuring out cause and effect right away, you know. So that's passive
Yeah.
investigation. But in terms of like perception, oh shit, Lumi has the biggest PP.
Ooh, damn.
Whoa!
Stretch. Yeah.
Lumi's PP is 22, and then
Oh, shit.
Bards, man, bards.
actually Astra's
Cute
PP
too.
is bigger than Fir'ual's by 1 also.
Wow,
Wait, what's
19,
happening?
22. Your passive perception.
We're
Comparing
basically
PP.
seeing who has the biggest peepee.
Yeah, we're comparing
Yeah,
we're comparing
size doesn't
Let me
PP.
see. Let me check my PP.
Yeah. You should
Your
wear
PP
it, you
is
should-
11. So
It's,
Haru has small peepee.
Bring out the tape.
whoever has the massive one, you have to wear it as a badge of honor, you know.
Oh yeah, proudly, man.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
My goodness.
So I will say Lumi, Astra, and Fir'ual. You see Zan like look around in the Wolf's Garden, like kind of greeting you politely, right? Bowing his head slightly as he locks eyes with everyone, because he's grown up, or like he's lived in Feogesia, and then it's part of the custom to be polite, very like business forward, right? But once he locks eyes and sees Ur'zudel, you see him like pause, like just a split second, and then he continues the bow and like just greets Ur'zudel as well, and then
Insight
he
check.
insight check. Who?
Can we
Stan,
tell anything?
Sure, you
Can I
can.
also do that? Can I insight check Zan actually as well?
As he does that, Lumi's like eyebrow raise and like,
Sure. Okay, you guys.
Oh man, I rolled.
I'll try insight.
Wait, everyone do inside check? Okay.
What? Sure.
Fuck, I'm 12. Okay.
+7.
14.
Yeah, mine's +13, dude, and it didn't do shit.
Oh yeah.
15.
Go guys,
passive
Haru,
insight
do
would have
it.
been-
Use your. Oh
Wow,
my
good
god.
job. Hey, great guys.
Why did I bother?
Astra,
Okay.
What did you
My
roll?
passive
like-
is supposed to be 23.
Oh.
It's like Zan pauses and everyone was like offended.
I rolled 14.
Good job.
For insight.
Okay, so Fir'ual, Ur'zudel, and Astra. All you can discern from that is Zan recognizes Ur'zudel.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So he leads you down, and then I'll change map. We arrive in a recycled map, but it
Uh,
yeah.
while we're walking, I will like tap onto whoever is the telepath in the group and like just to tell them na turn on telepathy just in case,
I'm only using message, not the telepathic bond.
Ah, okay. Sige. Use
So
that then, in case. Yeah.
I can like mediate you with the rest of the team.
You pass the message.
That's the message. I'm totally my this through telepathy through Ronin right now.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Ang samandong, pinaningsulti ang dong.
Okay, so we arrive here, and he
We arrive in the
leads
recycled
you.
map.
Yeah, recycled map. I'll put you guys there. Boom. And Ronin. Did you bring Roy?
Yeah, I'm bringing Roy.
And Roy. Okay, cool.
My ride or die.
Right. Zan. Sipos. Okay, Zan stops here, and then he looks at you guys, and then he says, "You are about to meet the Archons of Fiogisa. They are twins, and their names are let me check my notes. And
Oh, they're
then-
twins. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Bomb. No,
So
that's season.
which
one.
means they are siblings. Okay. Oh, sibling rulers. Okay.
Yeah,
That's,
it means they have the same parents also.
yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Jem and I.
It means they were born on the same day also.
In the same day, but
Yeah.
in different minutes.
From the
Yeah.
from the same mother they were born from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the same womb they came.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's his name? God fucking damn it.
Zan.
Zan says you are about to meet Archon Vivian and Archon Valerie Vasilius.
Oh, I like the name.
Okay. What? Fuck.
V.
Valerie and
Valerie.
Vivian.
And
Their
they're women. Okay.
last name is Vasilius. Last name Vasilius. Yep.
Which means like king in Greek or something.
Oh, good job,
know.
Raffe. Fuck.
Ah,
Good
I
shit.
Google names too.
Good job. That I really really like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Cloverleaf.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, Vasilius. All right. So he enters, and then he says to them, "My Archons Valeria and my Archons Vasilius, allow me to present oh shit, wait, hang on. Sorry guys. He says, allow me to present ex-Emperor Ronin and the Wolf's Guard of Gamaril. And then he steps aside. You guys can enter if you like.
Yeah. I will enter and give them a polite bow.
Cool.
Oh, and I have Reggie with me as well.
Reggie, right? I don't have his token, so you have to plop him
I got
down
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Julio. So you guys arrive here, and then Valeria, Valerie. It's Valerie. Valerie and Vivian.
Oh.
They
Okay.
they extend their hand outward and then like
Cool.
kind of like make a gesture with their hand, and then this dragonborn over here, he stands up, and then he steps forward a little bit towards this elevated area platform, and then he looks down his shoulder at a
Kobold?
a kobold that is playing with his like little spear, and then he knocks him in the head, and then the kobold is like, oh, and then it's like, oh, and then quickly follows the red dragonborn, and then they get up onto the platform over here, and then he like nods at Val and Viv, and then steps forward here, and then he says, so you, pointing at Ronin, is it true that within your possession is the chest that contains a ancient artifact that holds the ancient red dragon?
Yes, it is true. It fell under my possession when it was assumed that no one knows where it came from and how it ended up in Ixoria. The task of protecting it was placed onto me. It is true.
Your church was commissioned by us to create this chest. Why was it not returned to us right away when it came when it came into your hands?
Because I was not able to determine the origins of this box, and neither as our church didn't also recognize it. At least the head priest that works with me doesn't know where it came from.
Actually, if you remember, Raf, when the head priest talked to you about that, he did mention that long ago it was commissioned by Ur'zudel, right?
Yeah. Ur'zudel.
Right, long ago it was commissioned by Ur'zudel, but this was also quite long ago, like
600 years ago.
No, not that long. Probably
300.
No, even less. I'm not even sure if it would reach like 100 years.
So like several decades ago.
Yeah, several decades ago.
Okay.
So you recall the head priest mentioned that, but you are correct in that the head priest did not say that they were from Feogysia. Yep, you're right. And that could be attributed to the urgency of like looking for Zudel to reinforce the box, right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
maybe the head priest, forgot to mention it, or because he thought that it was more important for you to find a Zudel.
Okay. Then I will be upfront about it, actually. Yeah, I will tell them that the box was placed under my protection because there was a sense of urgency to reinforce the magical seals placed on the box to prevent the dragon's release. It only got worse during Greensprout, and even before then, it was tampered with, which is why I also took it upon myself to do the job. So yes, it is true, yes. The box is the whole time. But would it be all right if I also pose a question?
The red dragonborn looks over his shoulder, and then Val and Viv nod, and then the dragonborn says, "You may."
I assume that in your wisdom you understood how dangerous this box was, but it took you several months to track it all the way back to Ixoria and into me. May I know what took so long for you to react appropriately with how this dangerous of a weapon got loose all the way into Ixoria?
All right. So you say that, and then from across the room, on like this side of the bleachers, this Fire Genasi woman, she sits upright, and then she says, "It actually did not take us very long to find out where it had landed. We knew that it had arrived in San Theo, but chose not to act upon it during the time of uh,
The
your
conspiracy.
that is correct. As you know, Fugicia is a politically is a political power within the world of Tarin, and we could not have afforded to be tangled in the affairs and problems and issues that other nations experience. We chose to reach out to your church when we thought the time was right.
I see. Is it all right for you to share with us how exactly this got stolen? You're a very powerful nation, and yet somehow this went all the way in Exoria. This is not a very reassuring occurrence. If you want us to return this, you must. I hope you understand that.
Okay. Okay, and then Val and Viv will look over here to a gnome that's beside a large warforged, and then the gnome kind of looks sheepish and sees Viv and Val kind of like give him a death glare, and then the gnome is gonna stand up and he's gonna say, "Well, that's partially my fault, but like so as you know, the box needs to be reinforced, and I tried to like fix it by myself, so I brought it to my workshop, and I tried to fix it, and then but there are also other jobs, so like I'm moving around a lot, and I misplaced it. I didn't really misplace it. I left it with my assistant at the time that has now since been fired because as much as I am to blame, personally I think it was their fault. It was really their fault. Like I gave it to them, and then he starts rambling, and then the Red Dragonborn is gonna shout at him and say, "No, hush now." And, "Oh, yes, sir." And then he sits down. And then the Red Dragonborn now addresses you, and then he says, "It does not matter how he lost it in the first place. It is now here with you. It needs to be reinforced. And you mentioned that you thought it best to... did you? You did mention it, right? You thought... you thought it best to seek out a way
thought
to
it best
reinforce
to,
it?
like, yeah, immediately, because I was like, this is urgent, you know, I
Okay.
can't just like,
Cool.
yeah.
So he says, "You thought it best to attempt to reinforce it yourself by the right away. What is the
Yes.
result of this? Have you done it?"
No, the person I thought who could help me reinforce it, the results did not come as I expected. We need the blood of a real Zudel, and the person who bears the name Zudel turns out to be not a biological relative. So my next plan was to hunt down another Zudel and use their blood in the hopes of accomplishing it. I have prepared the ritual to ensure that it's reinforced, and if you could help us do it, it would be appreciated, because it's only a matter of time until the box's protection is gone.
All right. So after you mention Zudel, heads turn in this room. It's
In
not
this direction.
Yeah, it's not just these people present. These are the ones that are just important. There are still like other Fire Genasi and other people here, but a lot of them are Fire Genasi. However, these people that are present here who are not Fire Genasi, they kind of like climbed the ranks and became basically part of basically a part of the inner circle, right? With
Yeah.
years of service and being like great citizens within Feogisia. Anyway, heads turn, and for the first time, you now hear Valerie and Vivian speak, and they finish each other's sentences. So Valerie begins, and then followed by Vivian. But I'm just gonna speak straight, right? And
Yeah.
then they say, "How fortunate is it now, then, ex-Emperor, that in your failure we can now find our success. You have the box, we have Ur'zudel." And they extend their hands toward the left here, and entering now is Apizudel.
What?
Oh, they got him.
But he is
Damn.
not bound.
And then
Wait,
Is he free?
he he exits here and then sees you, and then he locks eyes with Ur'zudel, and then he says, "Hello, lost child."
Oh my god. No, that gave me chills.
Why are you here?
Wait, is he bound or is he like free? What's
He
happening?
is free.
He's
fuck.
free.
Yeah, dude.
Why is he not in chains?
So Fir'ual, you say that, and then the Red Dragonborn says, "In chains. He is one of our most trusted officers here. He is part of our inner circle."
Damn.
I understand. And then I'll give the Wolf Guard a look just to like, that basically says like, shit, we're surrounded, don't say anything, like,
Yep.
this guy's
I was gonna
yeah.
Lumi is going to telepathically communicate with each and everyone, and they can also communicate the same way. Basically, this is our foe, and he, as we know, is hostile and has wreaked havoc in the Fey world. And these people here are his accomplices. We are in enemy territory.
Either that or he just has good publicity within this country.
Do you want us to negotiate, former emperor?
Go ahead, yeah.
What leverage do we have? We might be outnumbered if we fail.
You can try sharing your case about meeting someone who looks like him in the Feywild, but you can try that. That seems like an honest attempt, at least.
Okay, hold on. Let me just report it.
Yeah. Use your bard powers, because I used my investigator. Well,
You'll be trained.
yeah.
It's even 18.
I'll leave it to the charisma people now.
Yeah, Haru, help me out.
So can I tell Lumi to, while he's talking to them, to eventually ask if they know about his Feywild shenanigans? Do they know he's been in the Feywilds?
Maybe a direct accusation won't work. Maybe present the idea that a doppelganger is using his face, and soiling his reputation. Maybe that will I don't know.
Yeah. I will leave it to Lumi to figure that out, but I'm
The
just asking him.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ooh.
how am I dealing with this one though?
Yeah, how are you?
Am I still?
How are you?
Am I in shock?
Yeah, how are you?
How are you, bro? How are
Yeah,
you?
because
Yeah. Are you
I
in
got
pain?
chills. I'm to be honest, if I am there, I would be in shock with all the information overload, with all the things that's happening, and then
Do not go to a fetal position. Now
So
is not the time.
yeah, so Ur'zudel, you learn that the recent voices you've been hearing have been from Apizudel. And he's been
Damn.
calling you a lost child. He's been calling you false one.
oh my gosh. Yeah,
You're
but it's I'm taking it all in as of the moment, so I couldn't react.
yeah.
I'm like in a state of shock.
Yeah, state of shock. It's probably getting confusing. What he means by false one, does he mean false Zudel? And then the fact that you were not, your blood and your powers were not able to reinforce the box, starts to like fit and make sense, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
that what he's saying. You cannot. It's hard to contest what he's saying.
Yeah.
And just before Lumi speaks, Fir'ual goes beside Ur'zudel and taps his shoulder, and he just says, "Do you know him?"
The voice, man.
Oh my god. I couldn't even say anything. Like as the first, my mind is like, why am I lost? Am I not a Zudel? And
Yeah.
is my existence actually real? I am.
We might have that convo like during the travel time, when we were like drunk and shit,
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is amazing.
Lumi's going to step forward,
Okay.
Go.
address
Yeah.
the.
Nah, I go with you. What do you need? What do you need, Lumi?
We're gonna try to negotiate, man. We are surrounded.
We use your charisma and your girl boss powers to like, yeah. Maybe, but Ronin will tell you, like, be honest and tell them why you are apprehensive of Apizudel at least. Tell them about the Feywild incident and that you encountered someone who looks like him.
All right. But I also do want to know what they plan to do.
Go on.
So I'm thinking to start with that.
All right.
So
You do
I'm
good.
going
We good cop, bad cop. I be bad cop. I specialize in intimidation.
so Lumi's gonna step forward and bow.
Mm.
Your Highness, if I may speak.
You may just address them as Archon.
Archon Basilius, we have what you need, and this is rightfully yours. But at the moment, in the interests of all good, we do want to know what do you intend to do with this box, knowing that we have failed to seal it. Do you plan to seal it as well?
At this point, the lady in the back as well will like speak, but then Valerie will raise a hand and then she just shuts up immediately. And then Vivian says, "Of course, it is our intention to seal the chest, re-seal it and re-protect it, reinforce. Where you have failed to find a Zudel, we have always had one here. Why do you think we want the box back so bad? It is because we know that we can protect it."
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Yeah, I want an insight check. Anyone?
Sure, dudes.
Wait. Let me look at you. Oh, shit. Okay.
May I also do a divine sense
Oh,
so I can
yeah.
detect good and
Oh
evil?
yeah, try to lie to me, bitch.
Sure. Can't lie to me, bitch. Detect divine sense. Detect at the end of the turn, you can sense the evidence of a house spell location, any celestial fiend or not. There are no celestials. Oh, you do detect a celestial in Ronin behind you,
Yeah.
but
and
Wrong.
even Reggie
I'm not
is,
looking for him. I know him. He's like,
Cause he's shiny.
there. Fir'ual, your insight. Oh, Lumi, you cannot get a read on Valerie and Vivian. Maybe it's the way that when they speak, their hair that looks like smoke just like moves around a lot, and you're distracted. I don't know. And then, but for you, Fir'ual, because you're so laser focused and like distrusting of this whole thing, and Ur'zudel over there, you get a read, and there seems to be no like hint of deceit from them. They do have the intention of reinforcing and resealing this box.
Okay.
I trust that Fir'ual is going to relay that
Yeah, I will nod to Lumi.
telepathically. All right. So Lumi is gonna go and say, then we are on the same side. Then we are allies in this cause, and there should be no need to delay this task. Correct? But tell me, Archon, if you've had Ur'zudel all along, while the box was still in your possession, why did you not reinforce it sooner?
It was reinforced. So while it was with them, it had been reinforced. Um, oh, you're talking about when like the gnome was trying to reinforce it himself.
yeah.
Okay, good job. Okay, good work.
Nice.
There they will say, or the red dragonborn will answer for them. He will say, because our Ur'zudel here was sent on a mission. We sent him to the Feywild, and then he says, like, among other things, he's been traveling a lot.
Can I when he mentions the Feywild, could I try to cast detect thoughts with my medallion?
Interesting. Can you do
I will
that?
say when he said that, Fir'ual would grip his bow really tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fir'uals, you see.
Yeah.
Is that allowed? Can I try doing that?
Can you do that subtly or what?
With my medallion, hold on. Let me double check and see if I can subtly do that.
Sure. Who are you trying to
medallion.
detect the thoughts of?
The dragon, the red dragonborn.
Okay.
With my medallion, it doesn't say I cannot like cast it subtly. It will be quite obvious, like while I'm wearing it. So
Do you still try to attempt it?
It's risky. No, I won't do it na lang. It will,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I will take note of what he just said. So
Yeah.
they know he was in the Feywild. Okay.
In the Feywild and like other places. He was sent on a mission for like many months, I guess. And the box it can last for a while, like with reinforcement, but it was just timely that when it needed reinforcing, Ur'zudel wasn't here, and that was also around the time that it was stolen.
I see.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out who stole the box?
Yeah. Did you ever find out who one responsible for the theft of the box?
Um. They put the blame on like the gnome's assistant, right? That the gnome's assistant is not fired, and you cannot, you don't know where they are. So they could be in jail, they could be dead, but they put the
God.
blame. They put the blame on the assistant. And because I don't know, it was more important to them to get it and retrieve it back rather than
Yeah.
like punishing whoever stole it in the first place, right?
Right.
They quickly found out that it landed in Exoria, and then the whole like conspiracy thing was happening, so they just kept their eye on the box while staying away from the whole conspiracy. Yep.
Yeah. Hmm.
It is very unfortunate that Ur'zudel was indeed absent when he was needed the most. I'm sure the task in these lands and places such as the Fir'uals are very important, but just between us, allies in this cause, would there have been what would have been so important that we cannot recall our Zudel to reinforce such an important artifact?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to butter it up. Like basically, if the artifact is so important, why didn't you? What could have been more important in the Feywilds that you could not recall Ur'zudel from the written side?
Right.
Okay.
But like between us
Okay.
allies,
Sure. They'll say that they did try, but the artifact was stolen already. By the time Ur'zudel arrived, the artifact was no longer here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is it safe to
How convenient.
ask them about if they know? I don't know. Would it trigger if I mentioned Basil?
Oh my God.
In my head, I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Can I telepath? I don't have telepathic power.
They, Valerie and Vivian will then say, "It is clear that you are stalling this transaction. Remember that we have a contract with the Golden Church. That item belongs to us. You have returned it. We have the means to reinforce the seal. Why do you dally?"
I am going to be very blunt with you, Archon. This fellow here, you consider your most trusted. We have not departed in the best terms. And we have reason not to trust or to entrust him with such an important artifact. An artifact that our fellow party mate may be highly involved as well. I hope that makes our stand here clear.
It makes your stand clear, true, but not significant, not carry much weight. Our decision... Okay, you interrupt the Archon.
Yeah. Would it comfort? Would it be more? Would it comfort you if I performed the ritual with Ur'zudel's help right in front of you right now?
This is a compromise that both parties are willing to make. Asking you the question.
I look at the Wolf's Guard. Are you guys comfortable with this one? I will do the ritual right here, where everyone is watching.
Just, is it to seal the do you
To
do you
reinforce
trust,
the bonds.
do you trust that it's gonna work though?
If he's of the Zudel bloodline, it will work. That I'm sure.
Well, that is
What is
what
the-
I wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah.
But
It would be
What?
more comforting if Ronin did it. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, I mean it's going to accomplish the task. That's for sure. That's what we set out in the first place.
Yeah.
But it's a compromise since we. I am not trusting of this people. Where do you perform this?
Right here, right now. I can do it. I don't need a table. I can just, you see me how I did it. I could just do it sitting on the floor. I mean, Roy could be the table as well.
All right, I agree.
In that case,
You have my blessing, ex-Emperor Ronin, and that's a bardic inspiration for you.
Cool.
thanks.
All right. Valerie and Viv look at each other and they're in agreement, and then they will raise their hands and face the rest of the room. Very well. The ritual of reinforcement shall commence here with the cooperation of Ronin, as well as the Wolf's Guard and Ur'zudel of our nation of Feogisia.
Yeah.
Alright. And then they step down, and then like minions will like pull their chairs and then like drag like carry them down, so that this becomes like an empty elevated platform. And Vivian and Valerie will like stand over here. Ur'zudel climbs up and stays there. And yeah, and these guys clear out as well. They stay and go back here.
Okay.
All
I
right.
will cast enhance ability on myself. So I have advantage on intelligence checks.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So I do the thingy again, the investigation and sleight of hands.
Yes, please.
Okay. For Lumi, how much is your bardic inspiration again? Like
D10.
D10.
D10, okay.
Wow.
Arcana advantage.
You need a lot of blood, right? Drain. Drain.
Drain him.
Just okay, for sleight of hand. Is this also with advantage or just a flat roll?
Sleight of hand is a flat roll.
Ew. Can I guidance myself for that?
Yep.
Okay. Sleight. Okay. I will guidance myself and use the bardic inspiration. Okay, that's a 5, and then bardic's a D10, right?
Yep.
God damn. Okay.
Do you have bless?
Hold on, I still have that's a 6 plus 3, 11. I have Flash of Genius, and as a reaction, I'll add my my intelligence score to this check. So that's gonna be a total of
A lot.
that's 5 plus 5 plus 6. That's 16 total.
Okay. You perform this, and for a moment you struggle. Ur'zudel notices this, and then he says, Looking nervous there, ex-Emperor. Don't worry, I've bled before. And then maybe that like triggers you a bit, so you try, and then you like snap yourself out of it, and then you perform the ritual. Well, the same thing happens as you attempted it with Ur'zudel before, and all these arcane sigils and circle and motion around your arms as the box is being reinforced, and the blood seeps into the crevices and lining of the chest. The blood begins to glow and seep into the box as if it's being absorbed, like it's going through the cracks. And you anticipate the same thing happen, where it would spin around and excrete the blood again. But after the blood seeps in to the box, a red glow will echo the box, as if when it moves in place, there's like a motion blur of the box. And then it spins again, like what happened with Ur'zudel, and then you think, oh, it's gonna fail again. But when the spinning stops, the glowing fades away, and the crowd around you don't even look surprised, because it seems as if that Ur'zudel has done this before. And the box lands gently on the ground, and the ritual is complete.
When I see that, I just look at Ur'zudel and tell him, I guess that's all you'll be bleeding today.
And then Ur'zudel just smirks. He bends down to get the box, and then he looks at Vivian and Valerie, and they give him like the nod of approval. And then Ur'zudel looks over to the Wolf's Guard, and then he says, perhaps the reason why your ritual has failed when you attempted to do it yourselves. He looks at Ronin as well. Is because your Ur'zudel is false. Looking at Ur'zudel now. You do not, and then he says, you do not deserve to bear our name. As he begins to step away and step down here.
Can I ask if I can insight check if he recognizes us, as if he has already seen us before?
Ooh.
You want to ask?
You want to
No.
insight?
I want to, because I
understand. I
to see if
understand.
he
Yeah, I got it.
already, because this is technically supposedly the first time we've met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to detect like a look of recognition or something.
Sure, dude. At this point, I'll say with your passive 23, you can tell that he recognizes you.
Oh, fuck that shit, man. So okay.
Yeah, he recognizes you. He knows who you are. And then he steps down, and then Valerie and Viv step back up, and then they speak to Ronin, and then they say, there you have it, ex-Emperor. I hope you are satisfied. We surely are.
I came here to make sure the box is protected and reinforced. I hope you do your part. Make sure to keep the box away from the one person who could open it. I give this advice to you for the sake of Eudicia itself.
All right, and then they just nod their heads, and then they say, "If our business is concluded here, you know the way out."
Of course. And rest assured, the Prime Elector will also know of this. The Republic must know of our dealing.
All right.
Yep.
Julio.
I don't trust them.
What happens?
Yeah.
Do the rest of you like follow out?
Yeah. Like, I will give you a look like we should talk as we're going out.
Cool.
We are trying to like be very wary about how they escort us out as we try to follow out. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
They just allow us.
Yeah, do they just escort us or not? No one is
Xanthipos is escorting you out. Just him alone.
Oh, okay.
Wait, can you repeat?
Yeah, I'm very hesitant.
Telepathically,
repeat what you
Fir'ual
said?
will tell Lumi, right, that Ur'zudel recognizes all of us, and this was not the first time that he's seen us.
Yeah.
So it was him in the Feywild.
wait. DM,
Oh.
can you repeat what you said about a while ago? What Apizudel said
to you.
why I wasn't able to do the
Oh, because you're a false Zudel and you don't deserve to bear the name.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Being,
I replied telepathically to Fir'ual, and Ronin can say the same. I was actually about to perform a charm spell on them, but I didn't think it was a good idea at the time. We somehow finished our task that we set out.
yeah.
So there was,
Go on.
unless they give us trouble.
From how I know is our transaction with our consort finished. We are on a clean slate with them. So my only concern now is it's in the hands of a Zudel who is truly biologically related to them. So
And also Zudel that we know and we have encountered to be quite evil and hostile and part of the mage. Ano pangalan nun? Naughty mages.
the Archons,
You-
Valerie and Vivian.
No,
the
The group. You did not ask
Oh.
what they're called.
Yeah.
yeah, the group of mages with Basil and Odessa.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Now they have a dragon.
They might have an off the books na group of sorcerers and now they have a dragon, yeah.
it could be, like Val and Val and Val could maybe does not know about the group.
That's true.
So we don't have to be completely hostile against Val and Val because they didn't really give us a reason to be.
Exactly, yeah. It's Apizudel who is the main problem here.
We can try to go after Apizudel because, like Fir'ual said, he knows us.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want us Hunter's Mark?
Hunter's Mark.
That's the problem. We could go after him, but he's protected by these the inner circle of Theodosia. If we do any move against him here, it's gonna be a big problem for all of us. They're going to make sure of that.
Because this is a powerful nation.
It is, unfortunately for us, and we can't strike first. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very political, no? Ang issue.
Yeah. If you fight here, you're asking for a TPK. I'm just
Yeah.
I
I'm just
know.
letting you know.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly.
And even if I am outraged by the current situation with the current existential crisis I'm in, I am too shocked and parang bewildered, no, na feeling to even consider doing anything crazy.
Yeah, dude.
But I tell the Wolf Guard, but they have the dragon in their possession, but I don't know if they have a way of controlling it. And if they do, then that's a whole other thing to be alarmed about. So
One thing I know for sure, your
Can we
task
put-
is Ronin, but ours isn't.
Could we put in some way like a small tiny mark on the box too, so we know where it is at all times?
It's not with you anymore.
yeah. Also, there's no spell that could really do that unless yeah.
Locate object.
But you guys can cast scrying on the box. You can put
Yeah.
a sensor on it, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, especially it has been with us for a while, especially with Ronin for a while at least. Nana siya.
Yeah. And it's been with us as a group for several weeks now. So
Connection.
Yeah,
I
dude.
know that we target. That's all I know. I just don't know how to find out if the rest of the kingdom is going to beat him up.
Okay.
Try to.
one thing's for sure, we've been maneuvered to the point that we had to give the box to them, and yeah, it's hard, it's rough. What worries me now is what are they gonna do with it now?
Yeah, that's the scarier part, to be honest. Like, what are their intentions for it?
All right.
Us
And
to
we should.
investigate Ur'zudel.
Yeah, can we do some espionage in the next, I don't know.
Sure. So here's what happens. You guys go through, and he goes through the caverns before you arrive at like the canyon area where you can actually see the sky. Zan makes a turn in a corner that where you actually didn't come from. So for those of you who are sharper, you can recognize probably especially Fir'ual, because Fir'ual is, wild elf and like a ranger, so tracking is in you recognize that this isn't the way we came in. Why are we going here? Right? Do you what do you do when that happens?
Hold on.
Yeah, so I tell everyone like this is not the way.
Yeah.
This is not the way.
I just nod at Ronin to be ready just in case.
I am going to. Is it only just us and Zan?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. While Zan is leading us towards the way, I'm going to hide a little bit in a corner, maybe in the shadow where I can see Zan. I'll cast suggestion.
Okay.
Nice.
I will tell Zan. You are going to answer. Wait, what's a good suggestion?
Tell him, I'll tell as Ronin. Tell him your country might be in danger if you do not answer our questions truthfully.
He might be in it though.
Oh, that he might mistaken it. Yeah, we are worried for your country's safety. Please assure us by answering truthfully.
I'll just say.
Sige, go. It's your spell.
I can't think there's no like one line solution for it.
Okay, you have to suggest a task that also sounds like a good idea for them unsaid. So
yeah, like it's reasonable.
While you
Zone
guys
has zone of truth, right?
No,
While-
Sean has zone of truth. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with what Ronin said. Your country and the world may be in danger if you do not help us and
if you don't help us uncover the truth or something.
if you do not help us uncover the truth and find out more about this episode.
Okay. You say that. Zan turns around, and then he says, he kind of like, before he turns around, he looks forward to see if there are like any people ahead of you. And then as he turns towards you, he looks behind the group if there's anybody following. And then he whispers and says, "You are absolutely right. Something very wrong is happening. And you," looking at Ur'zudel, "he was wrong. You are not a false Zudel." And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. GG, well played,
my
everybody.
God.
Thank you so much.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright.
Oh my God.
Good
Oh my
stuff,
God, I'm
everybody.
loving this one. Yeah, it felt
No, it's
so
so frustrating to be maneuvered, right? Like,
They maneuvered me so badly.
Yeah, I swear to
Aye.
God, I was about to cast mass suggestion in the
Yeah.
court, thinking like, you
Mass
guys do not leave this box.
Eh,
And then it's like a level 6 spell. Someone's gonna counterspell it. I'm gonna portent it with like, I don't
yes.
know. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna start the battle, and like, we're not gonna win this because those look really tough, and there's like a crowd, so I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's highly
It was tough.
Yeah. Even
Yeah,
if
having the tech thoughts too, yeah, it was risky because they might react badly.
even if you won, like if you started a fight there and then you won and managed to escape the island somehow,
Political.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are like
We will
Like
become
enemy-
vagrants.
yeah, you'd be like enemies of like one of the more political
Of the
powers of the
nation.
world. Yeah. So
Wayne, they can just pay Overshadow to kill us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's happening in this country.
We were
but
we were so careful with what we were gonna say. I'm like, I wanna let loose with negotiations and roll shit.
yeah,
But I was like, I need to be careful.
yeah. Good job, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There was no
Oh
combat.
my god.
Fun.
All right.
Yeah. was good.
Imagine if I was in my full emotional not shocked and everything, I would have done so much crazy stuff and might have cost us everyone's lives.
Hey, good job, everyone. You guys level up to 14.
Nice.
And hang on, let me check my notes before I forget anything else. I think that's it. Yeah, you guys level up, and you guys gained 3,000 gold earlier already too.
Yeah.
And gold.
Wait, does that include me or no? I'm keeping my ano.
You're level 14. You can be level 14, but you don't get any gold.
Sige, go. Oh, but the rare item too, I haven't decided yet. I'll just tell you when I decide.
Sure,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, that's the session for today. Thank you so much for playing.
Oh my god, how very
Yeah.
timing, no?
Yeah.
At this time, kung level 14 where I can
You
where
get your
my
wings.
dragon wings.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
I specifically timed this session because of that.
Oh my god.
So
Really?
yeah,
Wait, I have a question though. We're having combat next session, right?
you
Or-
you may or may not.
Okay.
It's likely that you may, but we'll see because it's still gonna start out political, right?
Go.
'Cause-
Yeah.
And then it's not like in the previous ones where I asked you to roll initiative at the end of the session, and then, so obviously there's a fight. But in this one, it's still gonna start political, and it's up to you if you guys go into a fight or not.
now it's gonna start political, and Fir'ual will be like, "Fuck this shit."
I want espionage, man. Let's do espionage.
Yeah, Mika has been listening on this session. She's been chatting me that what the fuck, I would have like thrown punches already and been attacking at this point. It's like that's what Mika's been
So
doing.
difficult to hold back.
to like
difficult
shoot
to hold.
Yeah, I was really
Ur'zudel right away.
concerned. I was gonna do like an orcish fury thing.
I knew,
No.
I knew
Yeah,
it was
I
gonna.
understand. Even
It
ako, I
can't.
was
Like,
like,
there's so much repercussions to it.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah. Hey, good job, guys. I'm
the
glad-
only way that would work is if Ur'zudel would be unsay tawag ani? He would be out in the open attacking, or he would be exposed as an asshole,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, not only them, because they could be conspiring. Like, everyone knows that
I think they are.
Right?
Because the
Yeah.
moment I asked them about like what business in the Wilds would be more
Yeah.
important.
They were like, yeah.
I
They
feel
would've-
like Fugeisia is trying to like build up a military because they don't
Yeah.
have one. Now they have a dragon, you know,
Yeah.
and this secret
No, no.
team of mages.
Man.
Hey, good
So
job,
it's so
guys.
Game of Thrones. Damn it.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just watching like unsay tawag ani?
House of the
Warrior Nun, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck, man, it's so like you cannot act on it right away because everyone needs to see that he is a fraud before you attack. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Just stab him, but no.
like, we cannot do anything rash.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man.
By the way, Wayne,
So
I don't know if there's like repercussions, but I will tell Betal like the rulers of my country now and like my ex-wife, like, yo, Fugicia's up to some shit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
sure, dude.
Oh my god, are we gonna do that? My god, that's so political.
Yeah,
It's so tense.
we're getting to the.
I just want to say, like, the next episode, Lumi's probably gonna go espionage, man.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah.
You know the crazy thing? The ranger at level 14, just at level 14, can finally hide.
Okay.
So diha pa. So sige, timing rasad. Kung magtagot-tagot na, okay na. Sige.
Yeah.
You guys
I'll
are getting.
adjust my items. Yeah.
Because like you guys are getting to the point where combat doesn't really like do it so much for to be like to like pose a challenge, right? Unless like I throw something
Yeah.
crazy at you.
The
So
red dragon.
yeah. So like high level play, I have to figure out ways where
Balance.
yeah, like kanang. So these political problems are the way to go if I want to challenge you guys nowadays and in around this level area already ba. And
You have to deal with any action has its own different consequences, no?
Yeah, and then my challenge is like how to make something interesting, right? That's political. So that's something I have to figure out. But I'm glad you guys seemed okay with tonight's session. And
Of course.
I was immersed Betal with what was going on. So yeah, good job.
okay. Hey, thanks guys.
I know. Even ako, like, oh my gosh, 130 and then napako sa akong mindset, like, sakay metabo.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sorry it ended
Good
late.
night. Thank
Good night,
you.
guys. GG, well played.
Good night.
Thanks, Ray. Good night, guys.
Thank
See you guys next time.
Thank
Bye bye.
you so much.
Alright, GG, well
Bye.
played. So that was Wolf's Guard episode 7. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had fun. GG and much love. Peace.